disturbing.
Hot baby. That's a hot baby. Probably should never say that.
No, you shouldn't.
Ba-do-ba-do.
God has instant regret.
Like that MCU actress. Going down for a long time.
That's how she got the part. No, what happened? I don't know anything about this.
14 charges of sexual assault on a minor.
Who is this?
She was kind of an extra. We'll talk about it. We're still in the countdown phase.
Man, everybody's been like, when's the next Mad Dump?
No one cares. Every Wednesday coming up.
Matt has a legion of fans. I couldn't figure out what I was going to do.
Yeah, good try, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, quiet.
Oh,
it's
out of
Culture
nowhere.
Casino, so terrible.
News podcast production.
Yeah. Updated.
How?
Well, we got an upside down Mr. Grant Gregory.
Yeah, it's been like that.
Well, it's updated, though.
How? There was nothing different about it. Unless I'm popping out the trash can here.
No, because there's only one man who pops out of a trash can. That is I, sir. That is I. All right, so I want to... This is a minute 57 intro, and at a minute 43, it goes dark. So...
And it stays dark.
I mean, we could just keep it dark, because that's what Culture Casino planned on for you all.
By the way,
Yeah,
it goes dark.
another... Yeah, I couldn't do another 5 seconds of that. Culture Casino, you're lacking, man. You're lacking. You got 45 producers.
He's on the road right now. So.
And Culture, you're supposed to send me all those things that we talked about last time we were here, but you haven't sent them yet.
Culture here is like, Geeks and Gamers, we're going to meet up for a coffee. He's like, I got to go to Florida. He's everywhere, that man. Welcome, everybody, to Saturday night. It is the Dump. So, hey, everybody, welcome to this Dump. What a gay name. It wishes it was gay, actually. Well, after Marvel's introduction of transgender June, we might have to go gay here on the Dump.
I mean, we've all done it before, right?
Yeah,
College?
What?
Wait, we have? Hold on
Speak
a
for
second.
thyself,
Wait,
sir.
Yeah, speak for yourself.
Yeah.
Martigan.
Oh, so I'm the only one that's been to college?
Nice
I've been
save.
to college, but I never had a gay moment in college, though.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Okay.
As we explained earlier, it's only gay if you push back.
Yes. What?
Dude, my granddaddy used to always say, if it's not your ass, it's not gay. Like that.
Okay, 25 people watching, now 28. Want to know about your granddaddy. We do have a guest on the panel tonight. Thank God he reminded me because I am terrible. But Makini Draws is in the house. He celebrated a birthday last week. Makini!
It feels good to be back on the Dump, man.
What are we-
That's good to see you guys here.
Ooh, what are we starting tonight? What do
I
we
don't know.
got?
I just want to sketch something for Scott and for the Dumpers tonight.
Does she have glasses? That's
yes,
hot.
She does. Yes, she
That's
does.
hot.
I'm here. I'm exist. My purpose tonight is to exist to be easy on the eyes for you guys.
Yes, sir.
And also because it works with. Apparently, it works on the Sunday Culture Review on Culture Show that the moment I turn on the camera, the view counts start going up. So
Well, we went up one, so you're winning, sir.
It's working. It's working.
You're winning. Thank you for being
There are
here.
curves. There are curves on that sketch.
curves.
That is
You know-
not
you know what, it
right.
feels-
Objectifying women. You cannot do that here.
I agree.
Mark, stop it.
You need to draw a bro.
Well, it could be a bro.
It could be. You know,
No, we
y'all
want
don't
to
know
see no
that. Y'all don't know
Well,
that.
yeah,
Drawing has
Disney-
agency.
Yeah.
Disney's new male lead.
Well, you did see Calvin Klein's new model,
Oh, God.
right? Tell me you guys saw that.
Yes, they did.
Do we want to see it?
No, Mark, you don't. But guess what, Mark with a C? I'm going to show you. Here we
don't
go.
wanna
That's
know.
Calvin
I'm
Klein's
so
new
sorry,
male.
Mark. I'm so sorry.
Come on.
Those are like stretched undies, too. Like, what are you doing? What is going on? What is going on?
Look,
Is she
all
the
I'll say
father?
is obey the science only when it's convenient.
Yeah, and is
Right.
this
That's the science.
who's the mom? Dad. Who's the dad? That's what I'm trying to say. Like artificial? I don't know what's going on, people. Yeah, those are my DMs. What?
That's insane. That is insane. Yeah.
Aw, culture's
For all the
sick.
kids that might be watching, men cannot get pregnant. Okay, don't let them lie to you. Men,
Don't see that.
He's right.
what?
He's right.
I care about the kids. You know,
I care.
Tell the kids the truth. Teach them well.
Yeah.
And let them lead the way.
Welcome back to the dump. We talk about that here.
By the
Welcome
way,
back.
I'm happy to be
I
back.
guarantee that dude is better at pregnancy than anyone, like any chick. Men do it
You know
better.
what? I'm just happy to be back on the dump.
We're
It's
happy to
just-
have you back.
I feel like you know what it feels like. I feels like I'm that substitute. Whenever, say, like, you know, if they like Mark or Grant
Yeah.
or Matt, they all get into an injury, and I'm like, Coach Scott, put me in.
You
I'm
know
ready
what?
to go. I got my.
I like that
ready to go.
idea. I like that idea, Makini. I like that idea. Well, you'll be back on more often. Culture Casino is a 21-month member at the Oberyn Martell level. Can't kick in the extra money to be a little finger, but whatever. He does enough for the channel, I guess. Greetings from my sick bed. Hope you all have a blast.
Culture, hope you
Oh.
See
Feel
what
better,
happens?
bro.
See what happens? You go down there to Florida trying to drink coffee and shit.
Yep.
Oh, come
Yeah.
on now. Don't blame it on Florida.
Yeah, he caught a case of syphilis.
Oh,
That's not
No,
that
Hanging out with
it
those
can't be
boys.
that. He has the boss. The boss would kill him.
No,
The
no.
boss would kill him.
If he catches early, it's only a shot in each hip once.
What? Is it really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if like they can't determine like when it was, or like if it's been more than a year, then you got to get like you have to go for a second round of shots in the hips. Yeah.
Was syphilis what they
Sounds
were
like
giving to? What were they giving to the Tuskegee Airmen? Was it syphilis without telling them it was syphilis?
I believe
was
that's
up-
what it was.
Well, hold on.
Right?
You hold on. You do know it wasn't the Tuskegee Airmen, the
'cause
famed World War II.
No, but it was in that same.
Right, but
Oh, by saying it that
It
way,
was
people
the
would
Tuskegee
think.
Seamen.
Mark, is there something you want to tell me? Does Scott give you syphilis before the start of each stream now? I mean,
I am not.
The
I would
the
be
black-
honored if that were the case.
Thank you,
pretty
sir.
sure I'm
okay,
immune.
good.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Why? If you've been shot up enough, you're saying machismo?
I'm just saying, like it's the same thing like with Rufino. That's why you always like have a drink for yourself with it.
Yeah, a few,
Right.
a few drops.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
way you can never get
So
to
Build
yeah,
up
you
the
build up a
tolerance?
tolerance. Yeah,
Oh,
so
build
that
up
way
the
you can put in
tolerance,
all the
okay, yeah,
drinks.
build up an immunity. Build
Yeah.
up an immunity.
Yeah.
Another lesson for you kids.
The more you know.
The more you know. God, we need that one.
Did I ever explain what a mad Pacino is?
Oh no, but I guess you're going to.
So this is for all the the bros out there, right? You hook up with a girl, okay? That morning before you sneak out, make sure that you get her a coffee. Drop about 2 or 3 of those little Plan B things in there. Give it to her. Good to go.
Now the Plan B
welcome.
things don't. Oh, so you're saying this is the morning after coffee?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's
this
called
is
a
not,
Mad
okay, so this is not the
Mad
night
Pacino,
before.
A mad
Like a
bitch.
like a
Okay, so
cappuccino.
this
You know
is
what?
not
This is
beforehand.
getting educational. I'm going to take notes. That's a good one.
That was a
no,
real
no,
good one.
Yeah,
Where's my
exactly.
pen?
I was worried you
Yeah.
were gonna say it beforehand because I was gonna say that we don't endorse this kind of
Yeah,
sexual
beforehand, I don't even know if
behavior.
it works though.
The mad,
Yeah.
No, it doesn't before. It's called the morning after, not the
Gotcha,
evening before.
gotcha.
Yes, the morning after the mad. Yeah, I like that. You know what? That's
go.
something you need to copyright. Yeah, there's a
I just
lot
take-
of
I just
stuff.
Take a couple of forget-me-nots and then just go on with me day.
Oh, I didn't even introduce everyone. Mr. Grant Gregory, how are you tonight?
Hello, I'm here.
All right, good. That's great. And we got Machismo in the house.
Sup?
Sup, he made it.
Oh wait, what's Gucci, my ninjas?
Okay, Mark with a C. Please bring some. applause.
There are bots in the chat.
Yeah, guys,
Bot
kill
never
them
rock.
bots. Even though I just
Kill 'em.
highlighted one, because you got to give them. You know what? They work
Kill
hard.
him dead.
They work hard. Naked HD XYZ. They are always in my chat, so
Hot single sporks in your area.
I might have to check in. Yes, Ruben. Dear God, what did you walk into? It's called we didn't take our
Mad
meds day, I guess. I don't know. Or we took our meds, one or the other. You never know. But yeah, we got a lot of things to talk about. Lord of the Rings fan sites calling other fans toxic.
Keely
We all-
Chow. Is that a reference to the WWE WWF when Mark Henry was dating, what was her name? May was it Mae Young?
Take it offline. Yeah,
she
take
gave
it
birth
offline.
she gave birth to a hand.
What?
Yeah, on a wrestling pay-per-view. I remember I watched that pay-per-view.
She gave birth to a hand.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, bro.
I don't remember that. What year was that?
Oh,
That's a
man.
yes.
98, 99, something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
May Young,
trying
I think
to-
is who it was.
All right, I'm trying to figure out this.
Merge, so
Well, I'm trying, guys. Can you try to help me out with this? All right, our thumbnail tonight was done by the great Culture Casino. What's up with me as the baby? Is
Right?
It,
That is
First
weird
thing I
as
thought
shit.
was the baby from Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
it is.
it is.
Oh, it is.
Yes. With
I
a
didn't catch
disturbing
that.
my face on it. But now, is it because of no baby formula? And
I think that was the
I guess
case.
so, yeah.
yeah,
What's up with the wine chick? I don't know who that is.
that's your girl. That's Amber Heard.
Is it?
Yeah, it's Amber after a good night.
So we can say her name. So we can say her name in full.
Oh, we say it in full here.
Oh, we say it
Amber
in full?
Heard,
Okay,
bring
good
it.
to know.
Bring it.
Gotcha. I just
She
say
is horrible.
I just say she
doing,
who shall not.
Johnny?
I used to just say she who shall not be named, whose last name rhymes with
It's
turd.
weird. It kind of looks like she's going down on those bottles.
I wouldn't doubt it. I
Well,
wouldn't
she
doubt
spends
it.
she spends like 10K on bottles like a day anyway. So I mean,
I tell you what, she ever shit in my bed, I won't be throwing bottles. I'll be throwing hands.
Yeah, no turds on the bed, dude. Come on.
Yeah,
Come on.
Do it on
those
the
wee
cup
wee
like a
pads.
normal person.
Yeah, wee pads are important,
Right?
people.
exactly.
All right, we're gonna start with something before we get even worse. So real quick, I just said real quick. Elon Musk, Twitter is on his Twitter purchase is on hold.
I'm almost done with my Elon Musk video, and I saw this. I'm like, come on, bro. Are you serious?
I wouldn't jump the gun just yet. This might be a part of his plan.
Oh, it's definitely part of his plan.
So I
yeah.
wouldn't-
It's to prove that the majority of people out there, like celebrities, purchase bots. They purchase Twitter accounts. I'm not saying I know this for a fact, YouTube, before you take us down, but there's a very good chance that a lot of celebrities would lose probably 10 to 15% of their
Kind of like
following.
what happened the day after he bought it.
Yeah, certain people just collapsed, and other people that have not gotten any, have been like blacklisted. We're finally getting hundreds of thousands of new followers.
Not me, though.
Yeah, right.
No.
I don't
me
think
either,
I got
dude.
one.
I actually lost two.
I got a couple, but it's not like
Right.
some people who get.
Who are these
just, like,
people who are
shut
blowing up, right?
Yeah, exactly.
They're blowing up by millions.
Yeah.
Jeremy of the Quartering shut up. Of course, we saw the resurgence
Don't
of
know
a
who that
couple of we saw a resurgence of a couple of accounts have made their grand return.
Well,
Yeah.
that's just
I'm very
that's
happy
just
to
the
see.
rich getting richer. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like who are the people who
What
just
about
came
us?
from who are the Drakes started from the bottom? Now we here. Like where are those
Exactly.
people? You know what I mean?
That's us.
I don't-
That's
I don't
us,
see
you
it.
know?
Didn't he go to private school? What are you talking about?
Yeah,
Starting from the bottom.
He started from
That-
upper middle
man,
class.
I've been saying that for the longest. Like, what is this bottom you're talking about?
Right?
You know what
Like
I
he
mean?
started from the middle, upper
Isn't he
middle,
from
middle
Canada?
class.
You started out as wheelchair Jimmy on Degrassi.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
gonna
is
say,
there-
he
is there the-
started off with the highest paid actor on a TV show that he wasn't even the lead in.
But let me ask you a question. Is he Canadian?
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
where are the mean streets of Canada? Can someone tell me?
Toronto. So
Toronto.
Is there mean streets? Because
Well,
I know,
well,
like I've
Quebec-
been
Quebec when
to,
they run out of poutine. So.
yeah, like
I don't know if you remember snow, but yeah, it seemed like it was pretty rough.
hey,
12
informer.
inches of
Because
snow.
yeah,
Had to be
the
informed,
Oh yeah,
but
look
yeah.
your boom
4 months.
boom down.
yeah.
Yeah.
The capaceta that'll do. Yep.
Oh, my wife will be happy. The
Go to
Mrs.
the
Sporks fan
window.
club is here. Yay!
Hey, Mrs. Sporks.
Yeah, that's her fan club, and she loves it.
Hi, Mrs. Sporks.
So
She's
listen,
gonna take over your show.
she will. I'm gonna have to like figure out something. Righto! How are you, sir? That was me and Mr. Grant.
Story man.
How are you, sir? Welcome.
Hello, everyone.
Oi. Is that
What's up, baby?
Is my mic okay? Actually?
your mic is good? Maybe
Your
get a
mic
little
is
closer to your
perfect.
face.
Okay,
No, leave
cool.
it that far. It's good.
No. Okay. I
It's
tried.
been happening.
See, you got a low arm one too. We were just talking about this before. This low arm one. I want one of these low arm ones, not the one that comes this way.
Yeah, but the thing is, everybody's got a mic arm except me, and I want to get a mic arm now.
Well, why do you need a mic arm when you're drawing sexy ladies?
Well, it's just have it hanging over it like you guys. I want to have it set up like y'all.
This is a mic arm. That,
One just doesn't
got that
get
reference.
a mic arm though. One just doesn't get that.
Right.
I know. I
Right,
have to
there's-
learn.
there's
I have to
certain-
learn in the ways of the mic arm. Is that what
No,
you're saying?
I
You
no,
gotta
just-
work the
I can
streets a
send
little
you a
bit,
link.
You know?
No, I can send you a link. You can
No,
order
no,
it
no.
tonight.
You're
Okay.
killing it. You're
I'm gonna
killing
work
it.
my way up.
Mark,
Mark has influenced me. I want to work my way up to getting a proper mark.
You
arm
got to
setup
sleep with the
guys.
right people, man. You got to sleep with the right people. That's what
Once
This
again,
Mike pretty much attaches
back to
to
syphilis.
anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait,
Rhino,
what's
when
that,
was the last
Rhino?
time you had syphilis?
Oh, you know.
Okay, it's been a little while.
It would have been pre-COVID.
The
I
shots
was
aren't
just
that
about to
bad,
ask-
are they?
Yeah, pre-COVID.
I was just about to ask you. You
Oh,
guys haven't been able to go out, so
Yeah.
that's
The shots aren't that bad, man. Like your hips, like it hurts. You know what I mean? Trying to sit for a little bit, but yeah. All things considered,
all things considered. We need to talk about another topic.
my buddy, when I was in OSUT, he got the clap and had to wear like a sling for his balls.
You're talking about yourself, aren't you?
No, I'm not. No, actually, this was my
Okay.
buddy. I don't know how he got it. We were combat arms. It was only men, but anyway, doesn't matter.
Oh man,
Hey, whatever
But,
floats his boat, I guess.
Yeah.
that had to
Oh,
be traumatic.
my
You got to
son
get a
is
sling for your
I
balls,
gotta
bro.
Right.
I gotta ask
Was
a
his-
legitimate
was your
Oh, that could have been for a
was your-
God
hernia.
bless
Was your
him.
friend named
God bless
Martigan? I'm just curious.
Wait, that could have been for a hernia. He had a
Well-
hernia too. I can't remember if the ball sling was because of the hernia or because of the clap.
Well, Raging Rhino has an important question. What is that?
I have a legitimate question.
What's
First of all,
up?
I need to ask, and I've been asking this on nearly every stream I've been on, but nobody's really watched it, so I haven't really talked about it. But I really need to get this out, and I'm
Okay.
hoping
Yeah.
somebody here has. Has anybody here watched Moon Knight?
Yes.
Yes.
No.
I tried.
Okay,
I
okay.
tried.
I gave it
Right.
2 episodes.
Scott, you watched
Yes.
it from beginning to end.
Beginning to end.
Yeah,
Okay,
beginning
cool.
to end.
Yes.
I gotta ask a serious fucking question here.
Please ask it.
So I got to set it up a little bit. When Steven and Mark are communicating, right,
Yes.
throughout this series,
Mm-hmm.
they can inter switch the body,
Right.
and I will say Oscar Isaac's acting throughout,
Yeah,
some of those
unbelievable.
scenes, fucking great.
Yes.
But there's constant changing between Mark and Steve, right?
Yeah.
Now, when they're talking to Khonshu, the
Yep.
god,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
The god is either appearing to next to him, right, and he's communicating to the god like it's an external being,
Right.
right?
Right.
The only time we see the god Khonshu
Yep.
take over Mark's body is in the Pyramid of Giza when they're in the fucking
Right, that-
when
that
he's
meeting,
introducing- they're in the meeting, and it's painful for him,
Right.
right? It's uncomfortable and
Yes.
painful,
Yes.
right?
Yep.
Why is it, right, that when the chick gets taken over
It's
by
nothing.
God,
It's nothing.
No, but not only that, why is she why is the god constantly switching, changing in and out? Why are they trying to give her Steve's little problem with having a split personality
Right.
when the split personality isn't with the god? The
Right.
split personality is a personality that he created himself. So she's basically, it's kind of like,
Well,
let's
she's
just make
stronger.
let's just make her have a split personality with the god, but when the god speaks through her, it won't be painful.
That's what I'm saying. She's more powerful.
So like,
Because she is woman, hear her roar.
Yeah.
oh man, it
She's
just
hot.
Very
so
confused
much
right now.
credence to the MCU.
Oh,
It's
God.
just like, and then when Steve finally uses the suit for the first time, he's confused. He doesn't know how to use it or anything. She gets it like fucking
She gets
taken
it-
over by a
she
god straight
understands it
away, and she
instantaneously.
is brutal as fuck.
Well, it's not even
See
just
her
that.
roar.
It's not even that. She gets a
Man.
superhero pose in like a second. She's already superhero pose. Like it takes him 6 episodes to get comfortable with it, Steven. It takes her literally
Instantaneous.
3 seconds, and she's
And-
already pulling out like the wings with the knives and everything.
Because everyone knows if you're going to be the avatar of a hippo, you're going to have wings and claws.
Yeah,
Right.
that's right.
right. Well, I mean, you know,
It's not
'cause
like
hippos
the suit. It's not like the suit
fly?
that Moon Knight gives to Mark and Steve. Isn't
Right.
like doesn't look sort of similar to the god that's giving it to them.
right. She looks nothing like it because it looks like what her father used to call her.
It just shit me when I saw that scene
Yeah.
when she gets taken over by the fucking hippo god.
Yeah.
And she's having this conversation with the hippo god through the body.
Yes. And it's like nothing.
Like some split personality.
Yeah. It's like
during
nothing.
that meeting, didn't the chick tell whoever, like, you'll get used to it, because he was complaining about being taken over by.
Well,
he's like, you'll
but
get used
hang
to
on.
it with time.
You're right, but then there's not only that fact, but there's also the fact that the host, right? The Avatar needs to accept
Right.
the god to take over.
And she was
right?
all against it.
And she was against Khonshu
Right.
taking her body, and Khonshu couldn't just invade her body.
Right.
But the hippo never even asks.
Right.
The hippo
Right.
just goes, I'm going to.
Well, she calls out to
Yeah.
the hippo, and the next thing you know, she's talking through her before they make a deal.
And
So,
okay, so
how does that
why-
happen?
And also too, so through all of those parts where she's walking through and she sees all the dead bodies, and the hippo's talking through the dead bodies at her.
Yeah.
I'm a god, right? It was so dumb. Why
Yes.
Why didn't she just take over her body, knowing that she could? From the scenes later.
I feel like, yeah, go ahead.
I was going to say, not only that, I also think it makes perfect sense that a god that is, 5,000 to 6,000 years old talks like a Valley girl from 2020.
Right.
I think that's important.
Really?
It's a British hippo Egyptian god.
Yes. Like Khonshu,
The
that
god
is a
of
cool
children
sounding god.
The god of children and women escorting the dead across the sea of dead. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Sounds like she was in Clueless. Like literally sounds like she was in Clueless, the movie.
Goodness, that's
Like,
bad.
yeah, that's a throwback.
I'm sorry.
I'm
I had
so
to just
glad I
spit
didn't
that
watch
out
this
because
show.
I needed somebody that's
terrible.
seen it.
It was
to
terrible.
Understand
Yeah.
what the fuck I'm saying.
Literally, Mark could not win the final battle. He couldn't win. It took an alter ego he didn't know about, Steven, but mostly it took her saving him multiple times.
Well,
Well,
yeah.
actually,
without
technically, it
her
was Jake that
saving him-
won off screen.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It took a split personality he doesn't know about, Jack, but it took her saving his life multiple times.
Yeah.
Multiple
and,
times.
And she just knows how to trap the god inside the
Yeah,
avatar.
dude,
or
she's
whatever.
she's an archaeologist that you'll learn magic.
Yeah,
when
come
you
on,
do that.
man. Come on.
Oh,
And you know
sorry,
what? One of my favorite.
I didn't realize she learned from Indiana Jones.
One of my
Look,
favorite parts,
she's,
though.
She's an Egyptian superhero, man. Come on.
Well, that was my favorite part.
man.
Are you
Come
an
on, man.
Egyptian superhero? I was like, I wanted her to turn and be like, no, because I killed so many people just now. You know, like,
I
she's-
wanted to turn to her and goes, "Who asks that in this situation?
yeah, little girl, why don't you freaking run?
You freaking out and running. Oh my god!
You know,
you're Egyptian.
finally
Good
get a
point.
Jewish superhero and then gets
Yeah.
outshone by a woman.
Oh, God, it's so rare these days. It's so rare these
Anyway,
days.
like I said, I
Very
just needed to get that out and talk to somebody about it that
Yeah.
had seen it and knows exactly what I'm talking about.
Well,
But
don't
you
worry,
can
because
go
you
on
slid
with-
right into Marvel, because
Nice.
Marvel announces it's introducing 2 new transgender superheroes in the upcoming Pride Edition comics, a comic including Mutant, who can become person she stood next to.
Okay. So
I feel like
Should we go
it's
on?
mi-
Should we go on, or should I
should be?
just-
Can it become a person? Let me just read the little bullet points and then we'll go on. The creator Charles Jane Anders describes Escapade as a cool weirdo. Right? Anders says being a mutant is not a metaphor for being trans. Bullshit. Escapade partner in fighting crime is Tech Wizard with a tool belt arsenal of weapons. Anders herself is transgendered. Go figure. Got to see yourself in those comics. Beginning her transition in 01. All right, begin.
I don't like how they use the word she in the title of this.
Right.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
dead. Isn't it dead?
Wait a
name or
minute,
Miss
Charlie.
Marvel?
Oh, maybe Charlie is a. I don't want to take that. I'm not going there. I'm not going there. Go ahead, Mr. Makini. Let us know what you think about this before we go anywhere.
Let's see if I could break this down here to its barest form. They want a shapeshifter, except we have 2. We've had Mystique, we've had Morph, both of which had very tragic backstories. If you refer to the X-Men cartoon from the 90s,
Well, let me ask
how
you a
is this
question.
any different?
Let me ask you a question. Is it a transgendered person that is also a shapeshifter? Like, why would you have to transgender? Why would you have to be a transgender? Like, couldn't you just
Yeah, that's
shift?
exactly. Yes, it's just a you just want a shapeshifter.
But you're
That's what
you're
it
not
is.
a gender. A shapeshifter is genderless, really.
See, the
Yes.
problem
It
is,
ha- wait,
the
not
problem is
necessarily.
with,
Well, I guess Mystique isn't.
well, with the
Mystique
problem
is-
with the
and Morph
Mystique
isn't.
is that she's a heterosexual, blue female. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
the heterosexual side of it is then
Is
what
wrong.
makes it wrong.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's the problem.
Yeah, I know,
That's what
Gap.
they want. They just want shapeshifters.
I guess look, it's not cut off on when
That,
I'm looking
I
at
can't
YouTube.
slide it over. That's how it's read. Like that there should be an A somewhere in there. I was agreeing with you on that, but
Yeah,
if
that's
I
a
go
bad
down,
that's a bad designed article too. That's a layout.
tool bell, cool wheel. Yeah, become person she stood next
Yeah.
to. So it's not cut off.
No.
I was thinking the same thing, but
So she has to stand next to them
yes,
specifically
just-
to become them.
yes.
Mhm.
So now
But
what
I
they-
wonder,
when she
like,
becomes them, she doesn't take on their sexuality. She is still or them is still a transgender.
Right.
Like that's
That makes
doesn't
no
make
sense.
It makes no sense, and it's
Well,
just,
it does,
What
yeah.
they're trying to do is they're trying to remove any individual personality a shapeshifter has. So basically, what they're trying to say now is that all shapeshifters, because they could shapeshift to be a man, they could shapeshift to be a woman. I mean, they're non-binary, obviously, right? So what they're trying to do is they're trying to take away the individuality of that shapeshifter. So, for example, Mystique, we know Mystique is a woman. We know Mystique is
Likes the man.
likes the dudes, right? And
Spilled.
it's just not enough for them. It's
No.
like, first of all, they say they want the strong female characters, but then the problem now becomes like there's not enough LGBTQ representation. The problem with what they're doing that I see is that they are transforming every fucking character into a gay or lesbian or trans or whatever. They're turning every single character into one of those types
Right.
of people.
there
and
has
it's
to
just-
be something more to it, though. That's okay. Break this down. If you want having a shapeshifting character is fine. If you want to have its ability is like, okay, she can shapeshift to any person that she's next to. And is it something that she is able to control? Is that something that she has no control over? That's one thing. Second thing, you could add on top of this, you can make this more like a rogue character where not only do they can shapeshift, but they can also mimic their abilities. Now, granted, they may not be able to mimic the abilities. Granted, their power levels may not be able to match the power levels of the original character that they're shapeshifting from, but that could be an added-on ability too. They could shapeshift. It could be something like Clayface, where they could just shapeshift into objects, into literally anything, where their body can manipulate and such like that. There's so many more things that you can go with this shapeshifting, but because you have nothing, and because you're just like, oh, it's trans, it's like, is that a fucking ability? It really is. Sorry, my cursing. Is that an actual
I don't give a
ability?
shit.
No, it's not really. It just piles more and more onto
Yeah.
It's like nonsense, pile more onto nonsense. It's just worthless. And it doesn't help that you have this really knockoff looking April O'Neil character.
Well, I was thinking that,
Really,
and it also just looks like once again, like we went back in time with comics. They're not
I was
putting
about to
the
say
effort
that.
in anymore.
just
It looks
feels
like
too much
garbage.
I was
Like
about to
it's-
say that. I look at that, and don't get me wrong, I would love to be able to draw half as good as the image that we're seeing on the screen right
Exactly.
now. Right? But in saying that, if we're doing comic books, and I've seen the advancements in comic books throughout my life and the art that we get from them,
Right.
this it's like you said, we're going back in time. This is B grade level art
Right.
compared to
it's great.
what we can get in comic books. I
Right.
think
It's just the
And listen,
creativity
guys, we
isn't
just
there.
lost,
It's just-
Yeah,
We
go
just
ahead, Mark.
lost Neil Adams. We just lost Neil Adams and George
Yeah.
Perez.
George Perez,
Yeah.
You
rest
know,
in peace, Bob.
yeah, it's like these are the greats, and considering how long ago they started, we should be so much further along with the way that we're expressing these characters and the art and everything. To see this is just like okay, that's not going to make me run out and buy anything. Usually when you see the artistic, like I want to see some Makini Draws level type stuff. You know what I mean? Stuff that like jumps out at me.
Yeah.
Makes
Something
you want
that,
to see more. This is just
see,
boring, bro.
not only the art. I mean, the art. It's like what Mark just said. It's the art is what captures you when you first see it, right? It's
Right.
like the cover. It's what's capturing your interest.
right.
Now, yeah, there might be something that's decent enough on the cover that you're like, oh, that looks interesting, and you start opening it up and flicking through, and the art looks fine. But the stories these days are just as bad as they're going in the complete opposite direction, just like the art is.
Yeah.
It seems to be this.
Well, is the art made for children?
It
isn't. It isn't.
Well, it looks like to me they're going after kids.
I mean,
in a way, it's. Go ahead, Raisin.
Are they kids? Are kids the ones that are actually designing these characters? Is it kids the ones that are drawing these characters?
With a lot of,
I mean, these ones, yes.
But
like,
sorry,
real comic books. Sorry, McKean, go.
With this kind of, I guess, with the kind of color, and I guess you're probably referring to the coloring, right, Raging?
There is, yeah, definitely. The coloring is childish.
Yeah, the coloring is childish because it's a lot of very much not really appealing to kids, more appealing to, I would say, the
LGBTQ
the writer. Yeah, it's more appealing to the
Yeah.
writer itself. You know, that's why you say it feels like a self-insert, and it's just more appealing to that kind of crowd. You see, and we saw a lot of books over the years, especially from Marvel camp, where it wasn't really more appealed to kids. It's more appealed to Twitter, more appealed to Tumblrites, more appealed to that kind of crowd with the strength of, you know, of course, use of more flatter colors, single use shading. In the art, the line work is great.
Look at some of those images, man.
They're gorgeous.
Wait,
Exactly.
I have a question though. Like, is that the shapeshifter that we were just looking at?
Yes, we'll go back.
What is she flying down on? Like with this
Well,
weird.
Block.
She's got boosters on her feet.
Oh my God! What is that?
She's got an inbuilt Iron Man suit.
You can, and another thing that I think is a problem here is that just by the look on her face and how they describe the character, you can tell that this is a character that's not going to have any troubles or any issues or any character flaws. And I think that you could actually build something with that. And especially if it's her dealing with her identity, her ability to shapeshift, and losing control of that.
Yes,
you
it's
can
a flying
build
turtle.
something from there.
But the artwork looks cheap.
But they've also
her
made
shoelaces are tied
so
really weird
unflattering.
too. You know what I mean? Her shoe, like that's not practical when it comes to fighting crimes. You're gonna trip yourself up.
Her feet look massive.
Yeah, you gotta double knot that shit.
Okay. Not
Everyone
only
knows
that
when you're
too,
flying
but,
over
like,
water,
the
you need
foot,
your shoes
I
tied up.
understand that there's one foot in front of the other in that image.
Right.
So yes, technically it would be bigger,
Where's the
but that
bulge?
much bigger? Like, go back to that.
Wait, go back.
Okay.
Go back. We have to talk about this.
Go back there.
To this one? All right, let me get to the bigger picture. There we go.
So do you really think that foot from that distance would be that much bigger? Look
Than
how
the
much
other
bigger
foot?
it is.
Maybe she has one of those big shoes like kids did in the 80s.
I will say it's probably a foreshortening error.
I'll say I'm surprised she's not
kind
black.
of a foreshortening error.
Yeah, but dude, this is Marvel. Go ahead, Mark.
No, I'm actually wearing. I actually have Achilles tendonitis. I'm actually wearing a boot right now as we speak.
Yeah.
That's what that reminds me of. She's wearing a boot. Man. There's something wrong with her foot. You know, maybe that's part of the story.
Yeah.
Oh,
well, they were.
Not only is she LGBTQ, is she female? But
what's up with the little fly?
Also got
otherly walking.
Otherly walking.
Well, look at this artwork and like almost stealing some of the Captain America coloring. And
well, yeah, it was more tribute to 90s, short tribute to the 80s and 90s style.
That's a flying turtle. Why?
But I don't see why you would do that. I understand that the 80s and 90s stuff was good for its time. But like, again, the advancements in the art, the advancements in the everything, like, why would you go back to that style of art?
Well, it's not just that. It's not even paying homage to it because
it's not even paying homage.
The Force perspective is all different. They're just using washed out colors and simple lines and then calling it a throwback.
Did they mean to release that one? Go up.
No, I know. That's why is this part of it?
Yeah, like
is that the cover?
This looks like something they
could do.
Well, no, just like a quick this is what we're thinking.
Yeah, look at the coloring right here.
We're not gonna let anyone fucking see it because it would be embarrassing.
Literally can't stay in the lines. Can't stay in the lines right here.
Well, true. Okay, and that's fair. And
it reminds me of that Ninja comic that came out last year. That they paid $10,000 for.
And to be fair, if this was like,
it does look like
this
the
was
creator.
I would say if this is like a first rough sketch, then that would make sense if the lines aren't stayed in place. But if this is a little more like the final, like refurbished, tightened up sketch, then yeah, definitely.
Why would
A
it be
little
on
more
the? Why would
adjustment.
you let this out though, Mock? If it wasn't like this is your Marvel Voices Pride #1. This looks like a cover almost, or at least something you're sending out to
it's
to like the media.
promotional,
Yeah,
mate-
promotional.
it's
thank you.
promotional. Yeah, promotional material.
It's garbage.
Why does he have the
Yeah,
little?
something.
Why does he have the little scan thing from like Target hanging on her hip?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe she.
She pretends it's a lightsaber.
No, that's a thermometer to check people's temperature to make sure they're wearing
No,
masks.
I also want
Right.
to point out. I also want to point out that it does just look like a flat character. Like when you,
Yes.
You're
I
right.
mean,
No
again,
boobs.
being a female
No
character,
bulge.
she's got
Well, I would say the coloring
no
is more
boobs,
flat.
no ass.
Nope.
Like it is just like straight lines and
No junk.
nothing. There's no.
Why is she dirty?
Well,
Right.
she's
what's that?
fighting
Freedom.
crime.
It's almost like the character's not even three-dimensional. Like
From
that's
the waist down.
Yeah.
Is she wearing like a mechanic zip up, like
I need to check
the
something.
the
right
over jacket, whatever it is,
I
right? Like
don't
the full
know.
body zip up mechanic fucking thing.
now. Scroll
suit?
down.
Mechanics wear.
Underneath that other image, is that the creator?
Oh yeah, this
Yeah,
is the
that's
creator.
Can you go down to the picture of her for a second?
Yeah, we can.
Okay. Just scroll down a little bit
She's more
more.
fully figured than what
Well,
She at least has some shape.
What the fuck is that?
That's a knee.
That's a knee.
Oh man, when I saw that, when
No,
I
yeah, she's wearing
first saw
pink-
that, I was like, "Come on, you're actually
She's wearing
pulling the
pink
bulge
leggings.
out."
She's wearing pink leggings.
Like honestly, I saw it at a quick glance, and I'm like,
The
"No."
minute you said that, I knew what you were
No.
going for. That dude has a huge schlong.
She has a very lovely Adam's apple.
By the way, you don't think they could have said, "Oh, that's awesome. Can we take one without your legs crossed?"
Yeah, like your bulge
well,
coming out.
Oh no, because if we do that, you may see something.
I'm sorry, people. Like, at least give me someone who has some art. And what's up with the fucking flying turtle? Like, this better have a good backstory.
I haven't paid attention to the X-Men line in a while, and since Jonathan Hickman's House of
X-Person?
X, when they
X-People.
no, I'm not even going there. Screw Victoria Alonso. No, not
What are
since
these
the
socks?
whole,
These socks don't go with his outfit. My God,
yeah,
people.
it's like
I'm
not just like the whole
disgusted.
Krakoa storyline and everything. And I'm like, you guys are just painting
Wait,
mutants
go
is
back
exactly
up, go
what
back up.
everybody
Okay,
thought
okay.
them as is villains.
Right there.
Right there.
What, Mackie, let me ask you:
Yeah.
if you're drawing a character and you have him on a couch and the couch is orange, would you put him in orange clothes?
Oh yeah.
Probably not, because that would be too much of a. It would either blend too much or be too much of a distraction.
And that
So
burnt
you would
orange
make
is
good-
so like 2
I
years
guess
ago.
have
Just out of
good contrast.
curiosity, is that like his sex pillow or something? Because it's very oddly shaped with its grooves and holes and everything.
It's interesting. It's
Seeing all of this actually scares me for the essentially the reboot or the continuation of the X-Men animated series.
Oh
They-
yeah.
they-
no,
going
it's
to be
dead in
doing.
the water.
This
With
is
their
like that
modern-
It's
first
dead. It's dead
Spider-Man,
on arrival.
dude.
It's
This is
DOA.
like this is like the early Spider-Man TV
The one that come
cartoon.
out in '67.
Yeah, this is the
Yeah,
Amazing
exactly.
Friends. Yeah,
Look,
this is the
It's
Amazing
even worse
Friends.
than Amazing Friends, man.
The only reason they're doing the 90s X-Men reboot thing or continuation is because they want to use that song so people will be like, oh, yeah, I remember. You remember?
Yeah.
I remember.
I remember.
It's
I
member
remember.
berries and
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah, and a lot of people are going to go for it, of course.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
That's how Doctor Strange got me. I saw that wheelchair in the trailer. I'm like, on board.
Yeah,
Nailed
right?
it.
Thanks
No,
for
man,
It was in the trailer.
Yeah, I know it was in the trailer. Let's not talk about it. I'm seeing it Friday for what I'm calling an unofficial Spork meetup in Boston. You know why I'm calling it that? Because none of
Because
them know
Gilk's
I'm
meeting up with you?
Well, because none of them know I'm calling it that. So they're all just meeting up, but I'm gonna make it a Spork like thing. So
Is,
I'm gonna make
are
it
you
like,
gonna-
hey, everybody's here to see Sporking, but really they're just getting together.
Is Thomas going to be there?
Yeah, Thomas.
Woo!
Who
He
else
said he
is
has a
gonna be there?
surprise for you.
Yeah, he's gonna probably beat me.
So
No, he
there,
won't.
there'll be other people there. There'll be people. We're gonna meet up. We're gonna get some
Definitely
food
people.
first, and then we're going 7:00 to an IMAX showing of this movie, Doctor Strange. So I'm really
man,
looking forward
I
to
feel
it.
so bad for those
That's
other
gonna be
people in there
awesome.
with you. I don't know if
dude,
they will be by that
I'll
point.
be like, "Fuck you!" Oh, I'm
but
gonna
all
go
of you
ballistic.
assholes
Did I-
together
Oh, it's
watching
gonna
it.
be great.
Oh,
Did I tell
Hope.
you? Did I tell you
All
about
five
the time
people in the cinema
I
will
could have
love it.
missed? The time I could have met Gary in person to go to the Rise of Skywalker screening with him on the other side of San Francisco. Yeah,
You
I
screwed that up.
I know I screwed that up.
Yeah. Gary. He'll be lucky when he gets to meet me. Let's see. What else are we going to talk about? Look, we're not going to talk long about this one, but because I know people that are been watching our show, the views are for Johnny Depp. Because dude, you get a lot of views talking about Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. It starts
Some
really,
people.
yeah, some people.
Oh man, there was a channel that I saw, literally 3 videos.
Yeah.
First video's got like 1 million views, and the channel has been monetized. He's been a YouTuber for a week.
Unbelievable,
and
right?
Monetized the views, and he's at like 30,000 subscribers.
Is that
3
is that
videos.
Turd Herder?
I'm still
Is it any good? Are they any good?
Oh, the videos
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't. That's right. It
It doesn't matter. It really
It
Not
doesn't.
when
doesn't
it comes
matter
to
right
the,
now.
uh,
It doesn't matter.
No, for me, like, because I want to know, like, if it's just some cheap, like, dude with no production value whatsoever, or like, no, you know what I mean, like a cheap camera and a mic.
I actually didn't watch the video. I just
And still gets
most
that?
of the stuff is just re-uploads of the trial.
Wow.
Right, and they're killing it right now. It's really fair.
Exactly.
It's really fair.
That's
I love
the algorithm.
everybody.
That's
Well,
the
There's
algorithm,
a new
yeah.
channel called the Turd Herder. It's a pro Amber Heard channel.
Mm-hmm.
And it takes all the bits out of it and construes it to as if Amber Heard is the victim.
Are you
That channel
serious?
blew it up. Yeah.
Mhm.
Hey,
Yep.
Grant, tomorrow we are doing a Amber Heard
That's what I'm
support
saying. That's
support stream.
Go for
All
it.
right. Makes sense. We should do
All right.
that.
We are not
Bill.
supporting Amber Heard here. And these are the 10 most takeaways from the trial so far, everybody. And then after this, we'll be talking about Lord of the Rings fans going after Lord of the Rings fans.
I don't
Ooh,
know
what
if you.
happened?
I don't know if you heard.
Again?
Yes,
I
again.
don't know if you heard, but if you ever see somebody doing this,
Wait a minute. Hold on.
it
Hold on.
means that they're.
Let me see it again. What does that mean?
It means that they're an abusive, alcoholic, drug addict that beats the shit out of you.
Dude, Johnny Depp, I got to give him credit, man. Like there was a picture in Boston where he spilled ice cream all over himself, passed out, and they're bringing it up, and he goes, "Well, I just came off a 17-hour filming of Black Mass. We were filming Black Mass. I also had a lot of opiates in my system." And she thought it would be the perfect time to hand me an ice cream cup to hold for her, knowing I was passing out. And she got the picture she wanted.
He also goes, if you notice, my other hand is in my pocket.
Yes,
So I was not partaking in the ice cream. What did he say? The way he articulated the words
dude.
was so funny.
No, I was not partaking in
man.
the ice cream.
No, it was like ice cream shenanigans or something. I don't even know, but he's amazing.
I had one hand in my pocket and the other
one.
was giving the peace sign.
Yes, it went. I hate that song.
If he
No,
doesn't win,
the other one was
'cause
showing the
it's-
judge how to high five. I think it's the lyrics.
if he doesn't win,
Yes.
it doesn't matter anymore. I don't think
He won.
He's won.
He won.
And
Yeah.
the thing is that when it comes to the Amber Heard movies, if they do decide to continue having her on,
Yeah.
no one's going to watch them.
No.
She's going to be cancer for a film like Brie Larson is.
Yep.
Right?
Worse. I think it's going to be worse.
I absolutely think it's going to be
much
worse. But if studios don't bring back Johnny Depp, but this is the thing, like Johnny's already said he's not going back to Disney. Like
Right.
they
fucked him good, man, and he's done. And Johnny can do that. Like this
He's
is
not
a
fucking
trial. This trial teaches you. It teaches you like the mistakes, and this is for men when you
They
are
can be
wealthy.
victims too. They
Well,
can be
when
victims.
you are wealthy and you are famous and you are a sex symbol, someone will marry you. Someone will still marry you and use you and not care about you and beat you. Even a man who was voted sexiest man alive can get beat by a younger woman because all she wanted was his fame and his money. That can happen to any man. Any man can get beat, I don't know about men, but you can get abused. A man can get abused.
Shit.
And it's terrible listening to poor Johnny talk about it because all it was him not wanting to hurt her. And she felt okay beating the crap out of him.
Well, me and an ex-girlfriend broke up because she was an alcoholic, basically.
Yeah.
And like we'd have these sorts of fights, and she'd be a little bit. She'd be the one that gets a little bit physical. Now she never threw any punches or slaps or anything like that, but she'd get physical. And the very last fight that we had, the one where I walked away and didn't go back for months, and just said to her, like, obviously this is over. Once we got back, we were out in her driveway. We were having a massive argument, and she full, like, two hands pushed me in the chest like we were at a bar and she's picking a fight.
Right.
And I was like, what the fuck are you doing?
Right.
And
were you dating Ezra Miller?
And the worst part too, Ryan, is that when the cops come, he hit me. He pushed me.
Well, that's the reason why they do it. That's the reason why they do it.
Well, we never got to that stage.
Women.
I literally just walked away, and that was it. But
no, say that again, Mark. Say that again.
Yeah,
I said that's the reason why they do it, because we're in a culture now. It's believe women.
Exactly.
I mean, it's always been that way.
Yeah.
And a woman couldn't possibly be the abuser. What are you talking about? A woman couldn't possibly slap a man and a man get hurt by that.
Well, see, that's where that's where the hypocrisy comes in. A man's so much stronger than a woman.
Yeah.
Well, don't you tell me we're all
pussy.
physically the same now?
You must be a pussy if you can't take it from a woman.
Right.
I mean, how sexist is that?
It's terrible. Being a man.
You know what solves that? You know what solves all that? Letting her catch those hands.
Yeah, Coldcocker. Shit, dude, I might not be
She'll
quick, but when that haymaker comes, you're going down, honey.
Yeah, no, one time. That's all you need to do.
One time.
Oh, I want to just answer Andy to Andy Masterson's question.
Andy,
I use a IPVO V4K webcam. This has been great. My co-host Bruce Lombardo recommended that. So, but yeah, this is a webcam I'm using. So it's great.
Oh, Bruce.
Absolutely great.
Yeah,
Bruce.
I'll
Bruce
say
is good
this
too
about male, women. That the whole dynamic.
Yes,
is that men, we tend to have this. We got this ego thing. A lot of us. We have this thing about us. We're men, and women have this way of being able to say things to us. Like, you can either do two things when you're a woman. You can either build up the man's ego or you can tear it down.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of women who are very good at tearing down a man's ego.
Oh, my God, yes.
The tongue on a woman, when she wants to sting you, when she knows you and she knows your insecurities and stuff, that's an awesome power to hold. So if you're with the wrong type of woman, she can cut you down something fierce.
Right.
And for a weaker man, a lot of times, all you have, because you can't go back and forth with a woman when she decides she's going to attack you that way. Because men, a lot of us are just not wired that way to just say anything that comes out of our mouths.
Right.
Women do that better than we do. I'm not saying men don't do it.
And then
but
as
they do
soon
it
as
better
you
than
say
us.
something wrong, they're like, oh, so blah, 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 2 years ago when
That's
this
right.
happened.
They don't forget
they've got
shit.
the filing cabinet ready to go.
Yeah.
In
And you're like,
order.
I don't remember what I had for breakfast. I know you didn't cook it.
You didn't cook, right?
Sorry,
Yeah.
I
No,
know
Something
I
Amber
wanna-
said when she was on the stand. Amber was like, I think there was one point when she said, I've never seen like a grown man cry.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
she
mean,
does say that.
That was taking a jab.
That was taking a jab.
Yeah,
you are a vagina. Jane Theory, yes, we know back in the day it was much better. We get this. But nowadays, men can get abused too.
Real quick though, it's kind of true. But it was you could only hit your wife with anything that's like the size of your thumb.
Right.
So there was limitations.
Right.
Yeah, well, they changed that in 1900 because it used to be bigger than smaller than your wrist. But there was a lot of guys with really big wrists. So
Yeah.
I want to point out one more thing is the fact that through her entire testimony so far, not only has she been talking about stupid shit like how dirty the carpet was and shit like that, but the amount of things that she can't remember. I can't remember the sequence of this. I can't remember this.
Right.
Oh, I can't remember that, but this happened. I
Tom
remember that he was
pointed that
behind
out.
me, but then I was on the floor and he was in front of me. And I
Tom
don't really
pointed that
remember.
out, yeah.
I don't really remember. I want to just say something. I was just listening to, do you know J.A.F.O?
Yeah.
I was listening to one of his podcasts.
Jocko's
with
awesome.
Dakota. Do you know Dakota Meyer? You
No,
guys
that I
should.
don't.
Like okay, he was in Iraq. He basically got the Medal of Honor, and anyway.
Basically, nice.
And he's recounting the situation that's going on, and this is one fucking hectic situation, and he can remember specific conversations that took place between other soldiers, right? And you know why he can remember that? Because it's in his memory, because it actually happened, right? The reason why she can't remember, I can't remember the sequence of events. How can you not remember the sequence of events?
Well, wait, Ryan. Wait till we get to number 2. Wait till we get to number 2, because she blatantly lies. She blatantly lies.
We haven't even made it till number 1.
Let's get through 1.
Yeah, but dude, her dog stepped on a bee.
Okay, let's get through 1.
We were in the bedroom this whole time, but up against the wall of the cabin, and slams me up by my neck and holds me there for a second and tells me that he could kill me.
Oh, Betty.
Okay, first off,
I was in
so, and Johnny was saying that this was after that he lost his finger, right? After, was it before or
I
after
believe
that?
so. Yeah, somewhere around
How can he even with, and you look at Johnny's build, how can he hold her up like that?
No, he couldn't. We were talking about that the other day.
Yeah,
And
it's very hard to hold something up one-handed, let alone a person.
Exactly.
This is the only truth I believe in this sentence. I was an embarrassment. He kept saying I was an embarrassment. I could believe that's what he was saying to her.
I could believe that 100%.
You are a fucking embarrassment.
She still thinks that she lives a movie, and that like Johnny Depp is a superhero that can literally grab her. He's got superhuman powers,
And hold her up.
lift her up like
whatsoever.
a Lord Vader.
60-year-old dude somewhere. Like, yeah, okay. He's almost 60.
It's so hard to remind myself that she was that chick in Aquaman. I was just watching that earlier today.
Right.
And you know, with all that we know, man, she still looked good in that movie. It's just a shame that, you know, that she's taking the psycho turn, but you know,
it wasn't a turn.
Don't you
It was
see
always
it?
there.
She did a much better job acting in that movie than she is on the stand, too, by the way.
I'm
You know the crazy.
still flabbergasted by the fact that this is the same girl from Never Back Down, that old Karate Kid knockoff from 2008.
Sounds like she hasn't.
You know the crazy to hot scale.
That was a mixed martial arts film.
Yeah, it was an MMA film.
Yes,
You know,
the Vicky DeMila line or whatever.
You know the crazy to hot scale. She's
Break
like
it down, Rick.
max crazy, but max hot.
Yes.
Like, she's still not past the line, if you know.
Right. She actually sits right on that line, the Vicky D'Amato's line or whatever it is. We got to find that. That is one of my. If we could find, if someone could find that skit from that part from How I Met Your Mother where they explain the crazy hot graph, that is one of the funniest parts of any sitcom.
Yeah, like the whole old phrase of never stick your dick in crazy.
Yeah.
Amber is that, but the exact consequences. This is what happens when you go that far.
That saying is that saying is
Johnny
inept.
some of the best, some of the best head of his life, whatever.
Yeah, but
you know
it's
what I'm
not
saying?
worth. But it's not going to be worth.
But
the
you pay
years
the
of
price.
abuse.
I know.
It's not going to be worth the years of abuse
I need.
afterwards.
Jane Theory. She's asking if she's max hot. Like she's max hot. Well, she was max hot.
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
she was gorgeous.
She's
in
come
Aquaman,
down
she
the
was.
scales since she's made herself look like an absolute slob.
That
Real
movie
quick.
she was in. That movie she was in with Kevin Costner, where he like had to keep getting the shot or he would die. She was smoking hot in that movie.
Real quick, because I wanted to make sure
It's
that.
about an 8 or a 9.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead, Matt. Go ahead,
Yeah,
Matt.
just wanted to let everyone know, like, because Mackey's half right about the whole "don't stick your dick in crazy."
Right.
The thing is, so Matt Fuchs says, "Don't stay until the morning. Like, leave. You can stick your dick in crazy, no problem. Just don't stick around in the morning. Leave.
Don't leave.
He married crazy. That's the
don't leave
problem.
any
And make sure you take your
breadcrumbs.
keys.
You put a
Don't
you
leave
didn't
any
stick it-
breadcrumbs for her to trace you.
Exactly. It's like you didn't stick your dick in it. You put a
Okay.
ring on it. You
Can
put
I
a
ask-
ring on it.
There you go.
I gotta ask a random
Is
question.
Matt
The Mad Pacino. We got to get a commercial for that. Our likes just went from like 44 to 146. I don't know how that
You're
happened.
welcome.
But thank you to the bots and all the bot lovers out
You're
there.
welcome, Scott.
I've only got
See, it
80. I literally just clicked over to 88 then, so I have 80.
I have 147. So thank you guys.
I'll
All right,
refresh.
let's listen to a little more crazy.
Embarrassment. I was embarrassing.
I got
It was embarrassment.
147.
This whole thing was a joke. It was all embarrassment. I made him feel sick, and I'll never forget.
I believe that.
Yeah,
I believe that too.
he definitely said that.
I'm
Look at him. I love him. He's drawn.
You can see that she's actually emotionally in the right way. It's not put on there. He actually
That's
said that
when
to her,
you
and
know
that's
it's
true.
true.
Here's the thing, here's an important thing about that, and I'm glad you freeze framed that. Many people have spoken this up. In a real life situation, and if you're in a part of the situation, if you're the person who has dealt with the abuse, the hardest thing you can do is look at your abuser in the eye. And
Right.
throughout this entire trial,
He doesn't want
Johnny has not looked at Amber in the eye, not even
And
for
she
a single
stares
second.
his ass down. But the one part I hate the most, she has been staring his ass down from the seat.
Exactly.
But when she comes off the stand once and he
Yes.
gets up, she does this whole like,
But
oh,
it's
Lord,
like this, though.
Johnny.
Hold on. It's
Right,
like this,
right.
though. She looks up, sees him. Oh.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, do
she
it again.
goes, oh.
Yeah, exactly.
But there was also
Such bullshit.
I forget. I don't know if it was Tug who pointed that out, but somebody else pointed that out. That there was a moment where it looked like she was trying to tear up, but the cameraman was like right there just so she could pose for it. So you could tell it's like it's fake.
She poses, dude, she is an actress that like that's all she cares about.
It's her best performance. I agree with the attorney. I agree with Johnny's attorneys. This is her best performance.
Until a sex tape comes out.
I would say it's a performance.
It's definitely a
I
performance.
would say I've probably seen her act in movies better than how she's acting on the stand.
Right.
Exactly.
Like
go.
I would go not even close to saying that it's her best performance.
I love
that
that-
it's a performance.
I love this part. I'm very, very much in love with this whole family. They fucking hate her.
But not only that,
Very
like,
much.
Even her own family hates her.
Well, like the way she talks about Johnny, like I love him, I loved him. Like
Why?
he abused you, and you're still saying shit like this. I don't know. I know there's past tense and everything, but fuck.
Jane is absolutely right. We used to always say in recovery, 2 wrongs don't make a right.
Mhm.
Like people, when they are in addiction or getting clean, they look for somebody, they look for love and like happiness through somebody else's look back at them. So like you find someone and when they're looking back at you like lovingly, you're like, someone loves me. Okay, I'm in love. Like it doesn't work most of the 99% of the time. It doesn't work, people, unless you're working on yourself. These two are a fucking textbook of that. They are textbook. Here we go.
with this whole family now, and he's saying I'm embarrassing to him, and that somehow stuck in me more than the I could kill you. It just sounded like hyperbole. It sounded like something he was just saying.
never
but
said I
the-
could fucking kill you.
the
I don't
names
believe
that he
that.
was calling me. Kind
With
of
the
just
way
pushing me up against the wall by my neck, you know. Hurt my feelings. It hurt. Whitney,
Hurt your
my
feelings,
sister.
not your neck.
Not your neck. It just hurt her feelings.
She's a fucking idiot.
But see,
so
she knows to reach for the emotion. She is acting. Johnny mostly taught. He was funny on the stand, but he wasn't like turned, looking directly at the jury and acting to the jury. She is acting to the jury most
Yeah.
of the time.
But the thing is, too, is like the key to a good lie is the details,
Yes.
right? So you've got to be prepared for any scenario in any question to have an answer ready for that. And you can blatantly see that because these events never happened, and there might be a question that comes from left field, right? It's like she's not prepared for it. And that's where she starts going, I don't know, or I can't remember, or, you know, those sorts of things.
Mad Fuses says, keep your, kiss your lie. Keep it simple, stupid.
Yeah, there you go.
Don't over-explain it. Keep it simple.
This one goes out for Jane and all you who want to understand the line that we
Lots
were
of that.
talking about. Here we go. Oops. I just went and all you. I just
There's
went
no way
to.
she is above the line on the hot crazy scale.
She's not even on the hot crazy scale. She's just hot.
Wait, hot crazy scale?
Let me illustrate. A girl is allowed to be crazy as long as she is equally hot. Thus, if she's this crazy, she has to be this hot. If she's this crazy, she has to be this hot. You want a girl to be above this line, also known as the Vicky Mendoza diagonal. This girl I dated, she played jump rope with that line. She'd shave her head, then lose 10 pounds. She'd stab me with a fork, then get a boob job. I should give her a call.
It's the truth, people. It's the truth. Fuck. All right, wait a minute. Now I got to jump back. My bad.
I don't hesitate.
All right. This is the one where she
Yourself.
lies right on the stand. Listen to what she says about where people are standing.
Hurt my feelings. It hurt. Whitney,
Here we
my
go.
sister, all of a sudden put herself in between Johnny and I.
In between Johnny and her.
She just threw herself like in the line of fire or whatever. She just all of a sudden was there and was trying to get Johnny to stop. Her back was to the staircase.
Okay.
And Johnny swings at her. And I just
Johnny swings.
see my little sister with her back her back to the staircase.
Okay.
And Johnny swings at her and I don't even.
Okay. If she jumped in between them and her back is to the staircase and Johnny swung at her, so Johnny's in front of her, wouldn't she be behind her sister standing next to the staircase?
No, maybe it could be like this. Hold on a second. Let's
Okay.
say I'm
Like she did this?
I'm the sister, and
Okay.
and the staircase is behind me.
Right.
Right.
He gets in between them like this,
Okay.
right? Like stop or something like that, and then
I
Johnny.
don't know. It looks like you're
takes
about to
a
push
swing,
your
like,
sister.
You
Yeah.
could.
Right.
Say, I'm not trying to justify.
No,
or
that makes
explain
sense.
it for her, but I just want to point out I love Johnny's lawyers.
Oh, they're
I
great.
love
he's-
him too. He's so good
They
to watch.
smart. They are very smart.
Come on, Jane. Come on.
Hey,
You're now on
Jane.
YouTube, so you can easily jump on. We need your Vicky Mendoza understanding of crazy and hot. All right. Look at Johnny though. He's the best. God, I love that dude.
Wait. Don't even wait for any other. I don't hesitate. I don't wait. I just in my head instantly think of Kate Moss.
She
and
fucked
stairs.
fucked yourself there, young lady.
Yeah, you screwed yourself.
Oh,
over
she screwed herself big time there.
So the fact I don't know if you guys know this specifically. It's like probably a question to ask somebody like Ricada, but being the fact that she's now mentioned Kate Moss now gives like it opens the door to what
Yes.
even bring Kate Moss onto the stand.
Yes. Well, what happened
much.
is if you didn't bring it in during exposition or whatever they call it at the before trial,
Right.
Exposition.
she now bringing that up on the stand allows Johnny's team to now bring a Kate Moss in, or at least counter
Or use
Yes.
that as an example
And- yes.
of what, or show what actually happened. And
yeah.
And this is a
Interesting.
big mistake because
Huge.
this is a huge mistake because for those who know, out of all the most of Johnny's exes have nothing but great things to say about
Yeah,
him. There's only
apparently
like
there's
one
only
or
one.
two exes that Amber can use only because they probably have a personal vendetta with him. But most of his exes have nothing but glowing praises for him.
yeah.
Yeah, he could always find the best crack. Like
Yep. He likes drugs. Okay, let's go.
dude, crack is like
And
the drug
I
of the gods. Are you kidding?
Swung at
It
him.
is whack.
In all of my relationship to date with Johnny, I hadn't landed a blow.
She's so
And
proud of
I-
herself.
For the first time, hit him.
Money sausage.
Like
Not that she
actually
didn't swing,
hit him.
she just didn't land one.
Yeah, she
Square in
never
the face.
landed one.
She better be blowing it.
She's
getting all
worded
that
some
money.
of her testimony so badly.
Right.
Yeah, she's
So
screwing it
badly.
up so badly
Landed
right
it
now.
below.
Like the bit where she's saying, like, I know you can't hit a man. I know you can't hit a woman. It's almost like she's trying to justify that she
That she's
knows
an
that
abuser.
She can't, but I'm sorry I did it. But
Yep.
like, I know you're not supposed to.
Yep.
That's what that came across as.
And you know what's crazy too is
Crazy, man.
she's just downright crazy. That she uses certain words. That's the first time I landed a blow. Doesn't mean the first time I tried. Doesn't mean the first time I've grazed. Doesn't mean the first time I slapped him. Doesn't mean the first time I pushed him. Doesn't mean the first time I thrown something at him. It was just the first time I landed a blow.
Gap Stargate in the chat's right. She talks too much on the stand. She overdoes it. Yep. Keep your shit simple.
Yeah, her lawyers suck.
She says too much, and she tries to anticipate what people would say in response to what she's saying. You know, a lot of times
sociopath.
That's what. Well, that's the thing. If you know, you're lying,
foolish of me to do. Yeah,
yep.
You know what I mean?
If you know you're lying, you want to you want to stop any sort of criticism about it. So you over explain, and you add things in that have nothing to do with it. You try and add little nuggets of truth here and there to boost up because you don't even believe it yourself.
It's really hard
right
to
here,
tell the
Jane.
truth if you need to hear what the follow-up is first.
Well, Jane puts a perfect one here when she's talking about her own drug use. When she refers to MDMA as a love drug, like you don't need to insert that there. Because she thinks it will minimize the impact of her taking drugs. I mean, the woman's on mushrooms and MDMA. We used to call that candy flipping back in the day.
Man, that's such a great line.
But she's also fucking said that she's like completely against drugs and she never does drugs. And
not hard drugs. Come on.
Yeah.
Johnny's the hard drug addict, not her.
Proceeds to do a cavity search?
Who doesn't do this in a relationship, right? Like, where's my drugs? You got to at least go 2 fingers
inside
deep.
your ass and your pussy to see if you stashed my drugs in there.
So you mean to tell me that women don't stash those items down there?
That's why we call them drug mules.
Oh,
dude.
Oh,
we
really?
had this one chick we arrested.
Oh, it's a mad moment.
Yeah. Well, we had this.
Oh, damn it.
I think it was DWI something. Anyway, and so the female officer searched her, and she found a $1 bill in her prison pocket. Her female prison pocket.
It was
in her vagina.
Tell me that, like,
it was just $1 though, just a $1 that was folded up. Like what we imagined, because she was also a prostitute. Well, we figured it was you know how you go to a barber shop and you'll see like, ooh, the first dollar we ever made hanging on the wall. Like
that's so messed up.
I mean,
wow.
I mean, if you have a better explanation.
Okay, Mr. Gregory.
Bots are back.
Does Mrs. Spork like keep your car keys and down there too? And
well, I don't know if she has extra cash in there, but I haven't seen it. Mr. Greg Gregory for an Australian $5. This is messed up. This better not become a thing? Tongue twister for sporking. I hate speaking. All right. Bald, brisk, brave brigadiers brandish broad, bright blades, brightly blunder bushes and bludgeons, balancing them badly.
Grant,
not bad.
Grant,
is that good?
Grant, come on. He's not comic.
Sex box.
I mean, he gave you a B though. Like those are B's, man. Those aren't.
Yeah, that's not too bad for me.
Have to be S's.
Throw an S in there, man. I fucking quit. I'll quit
Bald,
YouTube.
brisk, brave brigadiers brandished broad. Yeah, I could do it pretty good. Thank you to the sex bots. I appreciate it. Could you please become channel members again? Because you guys really set me up there for a little while.
But, you know.
I miss those guys. Tooth Grinder. And the Golden Raspberry Award goes to AH on the stand. That is true. She doesn't deserve an Oscar for it. Got to find that cocaine.
Yeah, exactly.
He said he was looking for his drugs, his cocaine.
Cocaine? His coke? I hate how she says that. It's cocaine.
It's white powder.
I was wondering how somebody who didn't do cocaine and was against it. That was.
Bitch, you ain't never done cocaine.
Problems in our relationship.
Lies.
Can I
Come
also point out the way she talks to, like, the jury?
Yeah.
About, like, even like just there where she goes, his cocaine, his coke, like, it's like, yeah, we know it's called coke. What my point is that she's trying to use like druggy slang because she knows druggy slang because she's a fucking druggie.
Right? There's only 3 people that are going to get this, but like I don't want to go back to that club with Jeff and his damn cocaine.
Sounds familiar.
Miami Connection.
Yeah,
One of the
okay.
greatest movies ever made.
Miami
Come on,
Connection.
Jeff selling his cocaine at the club.
But she's like, okay, so first off, she also has this wrong. If she's against cocaine, if it's been a problem in their relationship, a lot of the times a partner will take that drug and either hide it or shove it up their cavity. No, but they will hide it, throw it out, get rid of it, not realizing how psychotic people are over their drugs, how badly they need it when they need it. And they will think, well, I'll dump this and make them stop. So for her to even think, like, it was a big part of a problem with us, but I never really did anything about it. You know, like, why would I ever stop him from doing the cocaine?
And to answer Gap Star Date's question, yeah, she was partying up in Coachella at the time, if I'm correct.
Yeah, she was probably snorted the whole thing, and he's like, give me my shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Because she had a birthday party in Coachella.
She put that shit all in the tissue.
Jane's right. She acts like she's like too good for it. Like she's like,
yeah,
you know, that yayo or whatever the kids call it today.
The cocaine. I think they call it coke.
Yeah.
Not Coca-Cola though. Not Coca-Cola.
Yeah, I've heard it referred to as yayo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The white China? Oh no, that's heroin. Oh, I don't know. I'm very confused.
The white pony. Oh, is that heroin as well?
The marijuana, you know, the pot.
Yeah,
the weed we're talking about again. The ganja.
It's 95% pure oxygen. Everybody's.
It's the ganja. It's the marijuana.
All right.
I forgot to order that. I need to do that tonight.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
All right, let's get another oxygen burst. We got 58 people. Make sure you hit that like button because we're at 182. 182. All right. I don't know if that's real, but it says 182 likes right now. So clap to you people. Thank you very much.
It's real to me, damn it.
You guys are amazing.
We've hit 250 before. Can we break 275 tonight?
Here, blow my screen up.
Without
we're blowing.
It'll give you a couple.
What are you blowing? Oh, look at that, Makini.
Gross. Draw a bro.
That is a hottie. Could she have like a little sporking on her pin? A little sporking pin or something?
On her pin?
Glasses.
You want him to do a tattoo on her tit, don't you? Of sporking.
I mean, no, just a little sporking or something.
Why don't you draw a bro next time? Ugh.
That is a beautiful. Wow, that is amazing. Now that's talent. Let's go back to no talent.
There you go. A couple more likes for y'all.
Thank you, sir.
How would I hide his drugs from like he was insinuating that I was
insinuating
something? It made no sense. And
your testimony.
He was telling me we're gonna conduct a cavity search, shall we?
We? Who's we?
Yeah, who's with her?
Like, just shoved his fingers inside me.
It's hard to. I feel like terrible to say this. I don't believe you.
I don't believe her. No.
And it's like believe.
I can't even say anything.
It's like you can tell she's trying to cop an emotion, and it's not working.
I feel like she's a sociopath, someone who doesn't know how to feel emotions. So they're like chameleons. They replicate other people's emotions. And I guess she hasn't been watching people.
Usually, a good sociopath will emulate like human emotion, especially empathy,
really well
to such a degree that you almost look at them as being superhuman. Like they're like, wow, look at how empathetic this person is. Like
beyond sociopaths, you don't even realize that they are, because that's how good of mirroring emotions they are.
Can I actually say that her testimony would be better if she didn't emote at all?
Absolutely, you're 100% right.
Mm-hmm.
Or if she spoke in Christopher Walken's tone.
What do I do? I just stood there while he did it to me.
He shoved his finger. No, wait, that's more.
No, that's what are you doing?
Shatner.
Shatner, dude. He shoved his digits in my vagina.
I can't do. Man, I should have left right before then.
Or like the crocodile hunter will do it. Crikey! He shoved his vagina in my finger. Oh no!
You should leave with me.
Vagina in my fingers.
You should leave with me, Scott.
You got two Aussies on here. Come on now, you got to do.
Oh, I do a better Aussie than them. You got to start with crikey, or I can't do it though. Crikey! That Amber Heard's a crazy broad. All right, let's go.
I didn't know what to do. I just stood there.
It's just fake tears.
He got next to my ear and he was screaming over and over and over again. Each time it sounded louder. and more desperate.
With this, you
I-
notice when she's saying this, she's scowling. She's really angry.
Really angry.
I know.
Really angry.
Could
with
she
this
have
one.
been the
I'm
one who did
angry.
this? Could she have been the one?
No, I could see Johnny Depp yelling, "I fucking hate you."
Over and
I fucking
over
hate
again?
you.
No, what
Yeah,
I'm saying is,
right, I can
I
see
believe,
that.
I believe this part here.
Right.
There are elements of
There's-
her testimony that are true, but they're all in result of her actions. And
Yeah.
Johnny is only saying words to her like, "You're an embarrassment. You're a fucking embarrassment," and she is. But it's all because of something. It's cause and effect, right? And this is like, I fucking hate you. It's the same thing. I could absolutely see Johnny Depp saying that to her. For
Wow.
what?
Yeah.
It's
You know
kind
what?
of like, it's kind of like, does that make you, him a comedian? You're allowed to go up to him and slap him now because, he said he fucking hates you.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
That's
Kanye
impressive.
agrees with that.
Words, fuck.
But yeah, this is the first
remember
time
the
real
days when you
emotion,
used
right?
To say sticks and stones,
Right. Not anymore.
Doesn't work.
Hate you. I hate you.
Like this could be real. Yeah.
Hate you.
That looks real.
Over and over. Hate you. And then pounding
Look how it
the back of
changes.
my head.
Pounding.
With this, and I don't even remember feeling pain. I just could hear myself scream until I
Because she
couldn't
was
hear
probably
myself
slamming
anymore.
her head against the wall.
Right.
I could just hear him say that he was going to kill me. And that he sounded like an animal in pain when he was saying that he hated me.
Yikes.
I love
He
how
sounded like he
it
was
blurps
almost
out hers, but
crying
we're
or
swearing
something
like.
in his voice was different.
I know,
We got in
right?
an argument in the hotel room, and I said I don't remember what I said to him, but I said something snotty to him that provoked him. It provoked him.
You like that? She switched it up. She wanted to provoke him, but she goes it provoked him. Yeah, you said snotty to provoke this man. You weren't even Johnny. What the hell were you thinking? Like she was already starting before the marriage. Like, come on, man.
And when I walked into the hallway, he grabbed me by the arm and slammed me up against the hallway wall, and I kind of struggled with him, tried to push him off of me, and I managed to get out of his grasp enough to take a few steps, and I kind of curved around and went into the closet. And by the time I made it into the closet, he had me by the hair, and what felt like he was just wailing on me, but in a really sloppy way, like hitting the back of my head.
Calling him, he can't
kind of
fight. Real
wrestled me
sloppy.
down to the floor. I mean, it felt to me like I didn't even have a fair shot because I wasn't facing him or looking at him. I was walking away from him.
The way she says that
Yeah.
to a fair shot, like, that's not how, like
she's ready to kick his ass.
She's more
I
upset
did
that
lose.
she's
It's
more
like
upset
I've
that she didn't get to hit him versus that she got attacked.
It's
She's
like in
dude,
that.
that's not right. I want to punch him.
It's like in that recording where she's saying, "Oh, it's a fair fight." Like it's not a. You're saying it's not a fair fight. Like or whatever. I don't
I
even know
didn't
the
punch
exact
you. I
context of
hit
that
you. There's a
one,
difference.
right? Like
I gotta say one thing to this one and then to Dan Blackred. Yes, you don't marry a woman that's that age when you're above 40. You could date him. That's fine.
Date him, but you don't put a ring on.
I would never. I would never. And Dan Blackroyd says, "Are you
They
hiding
used to do
Kathleen
it all the
Kennedy?"
time, though.
Yeah, we did. Right.
Yeah, they used to do it all the time. That age difference didn't really mean anything. You know
No,
what I mean?
Yeah,
because that was when that was before.
Oh, it's
and
gonna
I'm
mean
sorry,
about $100
before
million
women's
soon.
rights movements and
What
the
was
idea
up?
that everybody has to work now. And I want to go back.
Mark,
to
what was the old song? Age ain't nothing but a number.
Yeah, I mean, you could be a middle-aged dude and get yourself a hot young chippy. There's nothing wrong with
It's the
that. as
whole
long as
reason.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, back
No,
in the
that's
day
what-
when
that's
they
why
used to be a
that's
little
why
bit more
cougars
cooperative.
exist. That's why cougars
Yeah.
exist. That's what I'm saying.
It works both ways.
Before
but
women lived, that was the way to go.
Yes. Ryan, are you hiding Kathleen Kennedy's cocaine inside you?
yeah, I thought it would help in
Right.
like her creation of Star Wars if she got off the coke, but it made things worse.
It's in his hat. He has.
Yeah.
Something snotty. How often? Exactly. All right.
Or else you know, I would have at this point even like I would have tried to defend myself more, but I didn't. I kind of felt like it didn't see it coming. And because I'm not answering him, I was looking out of the window and he slaps my face. And his friend is in our proximity.
For a second. Why does she need to
say friend?
No, why does she have to say her face? Where else is he going to slap you?
Yeah.
Right? Like she's got to add that extra piece of information so that the jury knows where exactly.
Well, also, but Rhino, like, who's the friend? Tell me who the friend is.
Yeah.
It's always a friend or a person or some. She never names anybody. You're on the stand, but you name Kate Moss, random Kate Moss, alleged happening, but you don't bring up the friend that was sitting there?
Yeah.
Come on. Come on.
Yeah, exactly.
And
oops, sorry.
It didn't hurt my face. It just felt embarrassed. Did he do that to me in front of people? It was the first time that anything like that had happened in front of somebody. And I feel this boot in my back. He just kicked me in the back. I fell to the floor. I caught myself on the floor, and I just felt like I was looking at the floor of the plane felt like a long time. I thought to myself, I don't know what to do.
Sounds like what a person who cops assault would think in that instant.
Right.
The floor. What would I do? What would I do to this floor? So weird. Like it's anyone that defends this person is just as fucking weird.
Yeah, you're right, dude. Toxic Man flew for $5. Glad I am missing this. I'd rather watch Moon Knight 10 more times than deal with Amber Turd. Thank you for the $5, brother. He's usually on the panel, but yeah, this has been in the nation's, like, just everybody is talking about this trial. Mm-hmm. Everybody is talking about this trial. We have 191 likes. It didn't start. We went from 44 to 191 when we started this. That goes to show you, people just pop on, see it. Oh, they're defending Johnny. Like, move on to the next one. Mm-hmm. I appreciate it. Keep doing it. It's unbelievable to me, though. So our last poll said, do you believe Amber Heard? No or yes? 7% says yes, though. Wow. I would like to know why.
It was the sex bots.
It might have been the sex box. Sex box? I can't. See, get me a better tongue twister, people.
Well, and it's just something to keep in mind is that, as we're kind of going through this, and just remember, we're not like, I know we do sound like pro Johnny, but the thing is just both sides, we can unanimously agree that this is a mess on both sides of the piece. So I don't think Johnny is a saint either. So just that's how I see it. But yeah, we're most people support Johnny.
Johnny's not a saint.
I know, right?
Johnny's not a saint. Get him out of here. Get him out of here.
You know what, Macklin, you are stricken from the record.
I'm sorry.
No, but you're absolutely
Johnny
right.
is a lovely human being.
He is
I'm just saying he
has a drug problem. He likes to party a little.
I'm just saying don't.
Who doesn't?
I wouldn't go that
far.
He's a quarantine flaunter.
No, you're absolutely right.
We will not talk about Johnny Depp.
Yes.
But then you see what he does, like going into hospitals and stuff like that, seeing the kids dressed up as Jack Sparrow and all those little extra things that he does. I mean, Amber Heard was supposed to donate all her money from the divorce to, to these two places that, help domestic violence and also to kids or something like that in hospitals. And she's fucking sent them nothing out of that.
Well, here's the thing. People on her behalf, quote unquote, Johnny Depp sent her 100,000. Elon Musk put $500,000 in. And all these other people who will put stuff in that she's claimed. Because if someone puts something in, she can say it's from them, and that comes off her quote unquote agreement. So she's put nothing in. That's,
Elon Musk probably did it because it was a tax write-off for him, and he's like, I can't put it in your name, Amber. I got to fucking use this.
Yeah, and the thing about Johnny Depp too is that he never, as far as I know, he's never claimed to be Mr. Innocent.
Never.
Exactly.
You know,
No.
like I've seen him in many interviews over the years, way before this. He has always been tortured by fame. You know, he's always been like trying to shy away from that pretty boy image. That's just always been the way he is.
Right.
So I don't have any problem, you know, believing. Look, his problem here is what she did. You know, like what she did with the smear campaign that ended up costing him his reputation and all of that with the industry, because I think he's got the sympathy of the people.
Yes.
But, you know, losing out on the way he was treated by Disney and everything.
Over 50 million.
But but this is how crazy this is. I feel like if he wins this, he's got a case that he can bring up with Disney.
Yeah.
I reckon he does.
Yeah.
Disney, Warner Brothers as well. Like, I mean, he got fired from $2 billion franchises.
Billion.
Yeah.
Sure.
I mean, he was in the Harry Pottering world. I know those movies aren't the best, but shit.
And
Harry
I want
Potter
him- I
and
want him to
Pirates.
take him. I want him to take him for everything they're fucking worth. Like
They
everything
dropped
that
him
he
with
can.
no... Dude, they dropped him with no proof.
Yeah,
they
no
dropped
evidence.
him
Just-
with no evidence.
and not even a name being stated in the deposition.
Yeah, the op-ed she didn't write.
Op-ed, sorry.
And that's something to think about. There's also something we cannot forget, that this trial isn't just for, for Johnny and for, male victims of abuse and that, but this is also a way to show that the public, we're catching on to the BS that the mainstream media is pushing, and
It
they
even
are
goes
pushing it
deeper, though.
hard.
Mock,
They
it
are
goes
pushing
deeper.
very hard. Yeah, I agree. They're pushing it very, very hard, and it's so clear.
Makini, put it this way. The American Civil Liberties Union, the ACLU, wrote her op-ed. They ghost wrote her op-ed. They are the American Civil Liberties Union, and they wrote her article for her about abuse that they had no proof of.
Exactly.
What? Why is that not like, why aren't they being destroyed right now?
You know what? I said, like, for years, I talk about the concept of reparations, right? I say the media owes all of us. I've been saying that for years. The media owes all of us reparations for the damage that is done on our society. You know, when it's time for them to. What was that?
I said I'm still waiting for my reparations check.
Me too, brother.
You know, people think reparations, they think slavery. I'm talking about just what they've done to us as a society.
Exactly.
You know, whenever they want to tear us apart along racial lines and all of that, they know exactly what to sensationalize.
Gender.
You know, people get killed over those things.
Yes,
just
sir.
As John Matrix wrote right say, media is the real virus.
It is.
Yeah. Yeah.
And social media has become the mega virus.
Look what the hell they just got through doing with all of this pandemic crap.
Yeah.
You know, I was just reading the other day. I don't need to read it. You can see it out here right now. The psychological damage that's been done in the last 2.5 years.
Yes.
You know, for all of our kids, got to go to school, masked up, all of this stuff. They're not okay as a result of all of that. You know, but
Children
you turn
have
on the
been
TV.
affected.
It's
Mark,
not just
you
the
roll.
kids
Get
too
your
either,
posters.
Mark. It's like I've had my moments in this 2-year period and a lot more recent. Like, dude, the mandates here have been dropped.
Oh, God,
they've been absolutely dropped, right? But I still can't go and get a job unless I'm double jabbed.
Unbelievable.
The mandates are dropped, but I still can't get a job unless I've been double jabbed. Like, fake freedom. We're showing the people, the 98% of people that have been jabbed, we are giving everyone their freedoms back, but then those 2% that still haven't done anything and still refuse to, like myself, it's just getting worse.
Well, I mean,
you have the president over here,
and the winter's about to hit here, and they're saying, "Oh, it could be getting even worse." Oh, fuck off!
We were told it's a pandemic of the unvaccinated versus the I mean, they did everything in their power to turn people against each other, to turn families against each other.
Exactly.
And then they want to sit back and wonder.
And it worked, Mark. That's the worst part. It worked. It was effective.
And Mark, keep in mind this is the same person who says that the most extreme group in America right now are the MAGA crowd. Just saying.
Well,
Right.
this is the thing. I mean, look at how Twitter has changed by ownership change. They literally came out right after Trump got elected and said, we need to do something about this. We saw back, their own like meetings. We need to do something about this. But yet they pushed for years that we didn't affect anything. Oh, we only got rid of those Republican, candidates because they were, anti-trans or, abusive or this or that. But everything, you could still have Al-Qaeda and, all these groups have their own freaking Twitter accounts.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
unfreaking believable, man.
Yeah.
All because of mean tweets. That's more dangerous than anything else. It's mean tweet,
Right,
mean
right.
old tweets.
It's unbelievable.
What Johnny is going through, what Gina Carano is going through, it's like they're feeling the fully operational power of this media Death Star. When they decide they're going to target you, man, they have no mercy.
Yes.
So everyone who does manage to stand up and everything, I applaud them. I applaud them.
Remember with Gina Carano, like that was a campaign that they put on for ages. It was like 6 months at least.
Oh, they just kept working
They
her, yeah.
started with the pronouns in the bio thing, and then she did her beep beep boop thing, and then it just kept escalating and escalating to the point where all she does is shares another person's Instagram post in her story. And there's so much truth to that. And exactly the result of that proved her point.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
It's crazy that people can't even see that. Like,
I mean, we literally have a czar of truth now in America. A czar
Finally.
of truth.
Well, it's I would I think they said it's post-truth. We're in a post-truth era.
Unbelievable. Let's see where Johnny goes with this. It's information, right? It's fucking sad.
I mean, you got that. Sorry, I know we don't go get into politics. You just get
Oh no, that we go anywhere on the dump, buddy.
You got that woman who's like the head of the Ministry of Truth. It's basically
she's a czar. She's a czar.
Wanting to dictate and edit people's tweets now.
Yes.
Campaigning for that. I'm like,
Yeah. Well, there's so many misspellings and incorrect grammar. Somebody needs to edit it.
Go get him.
Agree, 100%.
I'd be screwed.
Hey,
not editing
Scott.
anything.
Yes, mad.
Did you tell everybody what the original title was of your stream tonight?
What was Johnny Depp versus Amber Heard trail?
Yeah, the
trail. Thank you for catching. Hey, look at me. I'm mad. I know how to spell.
Oh, I thought
just because I'm like
the trail of destruction or lies.
Just because
I'll be honest.
It's more of a trail of tears. But...
Yeah, the trail to 10 shocking moments.
Scott, I'm gonna help you out. I'll be honest. I had to look up how. I'm like, wait, that doesn't look. That's not right. I had to look up how to spell trail.
I'm the guy.
Before I say anything.
You don't want to look like an idiot?
No.
Like, dude, that is trial, you moron.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, my bad. I'm the guy who, my friend Brian, I used to always write his name Brain. Like, hey,
I do
up,
that all the
Brain?
time.
Yeah.
George, let me see. Hold on. I'm going to do it in the chat.
The EO or OE. Yeah. I do that too.
Oh, I got to write that time. See, it took me probably a year of knowing George before I could spell his name without having to look it up.
Yes, I'm with you, dude.
I have the same thing with Mark with a C. I've been spelling it Kark for years.
Oh my God.
I will admit to this, Mark. I always say it is MARK instead of a C. And
well, that's a little different.
Come.
Like my middle name is Michael, and I've always spelled it like Micheal, and it's A. I think it's A. Is it A? Yeah, it's A. Do I have that right? I don't know how to spell my middle name. Let's move on.
It's A.
Wait, I'm sorry. What? Say this again.
I used to spell my middle name Micheal, but Michael spelled Michael. So there's probably a lot of like government documents out there where I spelled my middle name wrong up until I was about 25.
Well, it's not you then.
It happens.
Yeah.
No one said anything. No one did anything. It was
We're still on this. I love it.
You could hear a pin
Is
drop
she still
on that
getting
plane.
fingered in this
It
one?
was
I can't
this
remember.
other thing.
You could hear a pin drop on the plane.
And no one
With
told him. No one was
the
honest
engines
with
going.
him.
Oh, well,
was honest
her
with him. No one
guys,
told him.
come on. Depp Heard calls Depp the love of her life, but said he was also this other thing that was awful. Listen.
Yeah, you were Soul Assassin, by the way. I noticed that.
That he was putting Mark with a D?
He lose control of his body,
There is somebody Mark with a C with a D, though, right?
Yeah.
Have you ever seen that guy? Okay.
Mark D with a C.
He'd lose control, and everyone would clean up after him. I cleaned up after him.
I believe that.
This man lost control of his bowels, and I cleaned up after him.
I can believe that.
Bitch, you don't have to bring that up.
Well, I mean, it is court, so he shit himself once in a while. A guy got fucked up. What are you going to do? You ever puke?
By the way, I guarantee you she never cleaned up anything.
She called somebody to clean up after him.
Dude, welcome to married life. How many times do we have to clean up after,
Yes, you're right, man.
I was married for 18 years. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And some of the things, I mean, I'm not going to put it out there.
I'm with you, brother. I'm with you.
Don't put it out.
I mean, my wife.
I got to put it out there.
When you're sick, someone takes care of you. That's the whole point.
Sickness and health, baby.
Yes, brother.
Yeah, like going to CVS and getting Pedialyte.
Next.
Pants in front of me. He has out his own sick.
What? I'm just saying.
That
means something.
Or an enema kit.
That
Walk
gross.
around
No.
saying he didn't have a problem.
I know.
Until he did. Until he couldn't support it
He didn't
anymore.
have a
He'd get
problem
clean
until
and
he
he'd
had
get
one.
sober.
Right. The dude has been freaking high since the 90s. He had the Viper Club where River Phoenix died. It was the heroin
He
spot
died outside
Hollywood.
of it.
Yeah, I mean, they rolled him out. Into
That's true. That is true.
That poor bastard.
But I mean, it's such a dumb
Great
way of
actor.
saying it. It's like, oh, he didn't have a problem until he did. Well, I mean, that's with everything.
Yeah, wait a minute. Let's see how she said that again.
Until he did.
You're right.
Until he couldn't support it anymore, and he'd get clean and he'd get sober, and then he was this thing again.
That's an addict, honey. That's an addict.
This thing that made me feel so loved.
Oh shit, I like that icon, bro.
What icon?
Soul Assassins.
Oh, look at that. Is that a spork?
What?
What's coming out of the mouth? Hold on. Let's see that
I
again.
think it's Spawn. It's supposed to be Spawn.
Yeah, but it was right near the mouth. Is he eating something with a spork?
No, it's smoke.
Oh.
Yeah.
Should be a spork, though. That would be cool.
Gotta lean in real close to see it.
Gunslinger Spawn doesn't use a spork.
No.
Oh, well, he's a loser, then.
We need a Sporking Spawn.
Look at her. She's been taking pictures
That's
since
an
the
old-ass
beginning.
iPhone.
She is young there, dude. She has been planning this for a decade. Look at how young she was. This has been a plan.
Grown a.
Listen, I almost say is she was definitely an 8, at least an 8, a 7 or 8 back then.
If she has no makeup on, no nothing, she's smoking hot.
Dude, hold on. Like, that looks like if somebody was like, hit her in the arm, played her out. She's like, oh my God, I bruise easily.
It could be that, but there are people that do bruise easily, and I will say
that's
lot
just
more
a rough
women
night, man.
bruise. A lot more women.
And
bruise
Stephen Walton.
a lot more easily than most men.
Right. But that's what I'm saying. That doesn't mean that Johnny was punching her in the arm because they saw, a blue bug.
I don't think this is a punch. I could believe that Johnny Depp has actually done this, but what it actually is her starting to hit him or something, and him grabbing her by the shoulders.
Yeah.
In his anger and everything, he may have grabbed her a bit rough, but it's essentially in the act of stopping her from hitting him or slapping him or swinging at him,
I get
or
that.
how emotional or how stupid she's being.
I'm sure the next thing they're going to show is a picture of the other arm.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I mean, in all fairness, I don't think Mad's seen wounds this terrible since he was at war. Like, I mean, it's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Wow, Darius thinks, or Tug says she was planning to Minecraft him.
I don't know what that
That's-
means.
Well, look at what comes after it.
Okay, to kind of clarify, Minecraft is like,
Kill a motherfucker.
yeah, say like
Oh.
say like you
Or
remember
kinda
the
like that.
quote, you remember that little quote from Hassan Piker who said that America deserved
So it's kind of like,
September
yo,
11th in Minecraft, like it's kind
yo,
of
you
like,
Snoop, you Snoop. Yeah, he's a dead motherfucker now,
Or it's like tell somebody to go.
I said, look up at the
tell
sky.
somebody to go self-delete themselves in Minecraft.
My mind
Oh.
starts tripping, a tear to my eye.
Okay, he's rapping.
Yeah, that's
Johnny slapped
basically what
me.
it is.
I walked away from him, and that made it
It's
worse.
in Mark's head now.
We got into like
Yeah,
a
it is.
One of the
shouting
greatest tracks
match.
ever. Ever.
What?
Agreed.
Murder Was the Case
Yeah, it was
by
pretty
Snoop.
good. Yeah, it was a
Shit.
good one. That was
Best
a good
he's
one.
ever done.
Yep.
Best he ever done. Yeah. Did he
I
come
think it's
out in
one
a
of the best
wheelchair
ever.
for that one? He came out in a wheelchair when he
Yeah.
did it live. That was good.
Yeah. Yep. I'm innocent.
And he
innocent.
I'm innocent.
kind of did this.
Now I'm baking cookies with pot in it with Martha Stewart.
The only one of the
Oh,
two that
yeah.
have actually served
Thanks for
hard
that
time.
timeline.
She did serve hard time and got a nice Afghan out of it.
I
don't know what
could
her
tell
name
he was going to hit me again. I picked up like a. I remember it kind of like a little pot, not a pot, but like a vase.
Like a
And
coke, cocaine.
I remember.
She remembers everything
I
in
got it
detail,
way
but she doesn't remember
from
what a
him
vase
enough
is.
as he reels back. I threw it in his direction, and actually managed to get away before he got it. Before
He
he
was
got
in a
me.
wheelchair?
He grabbed me by the arm.
Yeah, you go. Grabbed me
And
by
he
the
kind of just
arm.
held me on the floor, screaming at me.
As I just hummed something at his head.
I don't know how many times he hit me in the face, but I remember being.
Okay, so if
Was
this
this
picture
the one?
So she got
was
hit
that
in the
with that
face.
picture?
In
Yeah.
that picture, she's supposed to be being grabbed by the arm and also hit in the face.
Yeah.
Can we go back to that?
Yeah,
picture
let's
for
back
second,
up a little
please?
bit because that picture she looked makeup
Well, it's like the
free.
time when she was saying that she was being punched in the back of the head for minutes,
Jeez.
and then got up and walked
and
away.
was
I'm
able to
like,
walk.
And I mean, if she
Where-
if she bruises that easily from
On the arm,
being
right.
grabbed on the arm,
And her face
like
looks
her
perfect.
face would be like a
No.
fucking
She's a pretty girl. Back then.
blueberry.
It's
It's
just
called makeup, you misogynist. God.
well, and that's the thing, and that's the thing. It's like everybody caught her when the whole bloody lips and such. It turns out that was just makeup the whole time. It's like,
Yeah.
she's not selling her case. It's no one's belief. Okay,
I mean,
Well, you don't know if she was wearing any yarmulke cream, do you?
Well, the
She could have put on some yarmulke cream, right? But you don't know specifically if she had
The
yarmulke
fuck?
cream.
I don't know. It's something.
Yarmulke
Oh,
It's
come
like
on, Raging, come on.
it must be some type
I love
of
that guy's
Australian
testimony
thing.
when he starts laughing.
Yeah.
You haven't seen that?
No, I don't know that one.
What the
Look it
fuck
up.
is
Oh my
Yama
God,
cream?
let
Yeah,
me
find
fucking-
that.
I gotta find it.
All right, find it.
Is it a
Fucking
Jewish
enough.
thing like yarmulke?
You usually don't put cream on your yarmulkes, just to let you know. I don't know
Yeah.
if someone's sold you a bill of goods or something, or is that the
Well, maybe I'm saying it wrong, but it sounds like that.
or
It's
is that the
fucking
makeup that she was using 4 years before it existed?
That's the one I thought. That's the one I thought. All right, so we're back to Johnny beating the
Made
crap
from
out of her.
It's made from the prostate of a koala?
Oh
Walked
wow!
away from him, and
Wow.
that made it worse. We got into like a
So that's how she got
shouting
chlamydia.
match.
That was Monkey Jeebus.
And he kind of did this again. Kind of like a.
He kind of did it again. How do you kind of beat someone up?
I remember.
kinda beat somebody up.
I got away from him enough as he reels back. I threw it in his direction, and actually managed to get away before he got me.
Shocking.
Face
He
looks
grabbed me by the
clear.
arm, and he kind of just held me on the floor, screaming at me.
Yeah, but she's been
I don't know how
abused
many
so much that
times
her
he
skin
hit
got
me in
used
the
to taking a
face,
hit, so it doesn't bruise
I
now.
remember being on the floor in my apartment, and I remember thinking,
How many zeros
How can
do
this
I
happen
add
to
out
me?
after this? How many zeros?
I went to his office and met with him for a few hours.
And what did you talk about during
First time she met him.
Can we just take a pause for a second? You want a good laugh? You got to watch this.
Okay, all right. Let's see it because I have no clue.
So this is Johnny Depp's friend from his teen years. He's also an artist who Johnny Depp sponsored him and put him up and he was just able to do his art. So
okay.
Are you familiar with Amica cream?
Amica.
What is it?
Amica?
Amica?
Yes.
No.
Okay. When you say no makeup, you don't know she was not wearing makeup, correct?
For a fact?
Correct.
No.
And you don't know whether she had applied Amica cream, correct?
No.
And
I
you-
didn't even know what Amica cream is.
All right. You know whether she had applied any Amica cream that morning to her face?
No.
And do you know whether Amber had any Amica cream on that day?
No, I don't know.
And I'll try to make this faster. Do you know whether Amber was wearing concealer, foundation, powder, or tint that day?
I don't know.
Again, do you know whether she was wearing any Amica cream?
It's crazy.
I love this guy.
It's so crazy.
You gotta see. You gotta see.
Do you
that-
know whether
Hold on,
she
watch
was
this.
wearing
This
any
is that
Amica
bit.
cream?
The judge, like.
Sir, if you could just answer the
I'm sorry.
question.
I'm totally sorry.
Oh, it's funny.
No. Anyway.
What the fuck is Amica cream, man?
There you go.
Okay.
If anybody knows what Amica cream is, please let us know. Thank you.
Yeah.
Amica cream.
And no, it is not the jizz of a Jewish person.
No, wow.
We talked about books.
Who said that?
Is that true, Matt, Mr. Grant Gregory?
I can neither confirm nor deny.
Okay.
Music, poetry. We like a lot of the same. We liked a lot of the same stuff.
I liked his money.
obscure writers and interesting books and
Sherry says
pieces of
Amica reduces swelling.
Oh.
poetry that I haven't heard anybody else reference or know or like. And he
Well, it makes sense because you were only a
is
child.
very well read and charismatic. And I think I left the office with a few books that he gave me, and we spent the whole time just talking about.
She's trying to frown, but
things
she
that we
keeps
care about,
smiling when she's
and-
remembering it.
I was so surprised that somebody, I knew who he was. I wasn't familiar, wasn't.
Bullshit.
Fuck off.
Bullshit.
Fuck off.
Sausage.
Oh, I wasn't even listening to her. What did she say this
She,
time?
she didn't. I wasn't familiar. I wasn't a fan of his work. I wasn't
Didn't
familiar.
even know
Hang
who he
on a second.
was.
Hang on a second. Wasn't there a clip of her saying that she was a big Johnny Depp fan before
Yeah.
that?
Had posters in her room or some
And
shit.
she also said, "Oh, I didn't even know Elon had any money." Oh.
Yeah, right.
Huh.
Elon Tusk, was it? I don't remember.
I feel
Never
like
heard
she's
of him
forget- I
before,
feel
yeah.
like it's like she's forgetting only when it's convenient for her. Basically.
Yeah, like I only drive diesels, so I had no clue who Elon Musk was.
It's kind of like, what's her name? Like, oh, he's a prince? I had no clue when we went on our date.
Yeah, exactly. Meghan Markle.
It was just
A
love
fan of
at
his
first sight. Yeah, I didn't
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Love at first sight.
Anybody who says I wasn't familiar, you don't have to be a fan.
She seems like the kind of dumb bitch that would watch Crybaby over and over and over and over and
Love
over
at first
again.
punch.
You never saw Edward Scissorhands? Come on, it's one of the better Christmas movies.
I didn't
Work, I
know that
wasn't
was
familiar
Johnny
with him,
Depp.
but I
They did
knew
such
who
a
he
good
was.
job with the makeup
Yeah,
and everything.
exactly.
Like,
Yeah, he was using Amica cream.
I thought the
How was I
actor
supposed to
that
know it was
played
him?
Edward Scissorhands actually had scissor hands. Like,
Right.
Well,
No,
I mean,
it just be like, and yeah, no, his hands were normal. It was the
Yeah.
craziest
couldn't have
thing.
been him.
thank God he wasn't wearing that suit when he did a cavity search.
It's like
Sur-
who's Johnny Depp?
Surgery's come
It's
so
like-
far.
It's like, who's Johnny Depp? Oh, that guy from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory?
Yeah, every
yeah,
single
okay.
movie from the 90s and
Yeah.
come on.
Never even heard of the
One
Captain
of the
Jack
most
Sparrow.
You know, he introduced me to a young man named Pitt. I believe his last name was Bradley Pitt, and Mr. Cooney. He was a fine gentleman.
Yeah, and
Like-
Mr. Damon and
Yes.
Matt Damon.
Yes.
Excuse
Excuse me. I didn't
sorry?
hear
Yeah.
the beginning of what you started
What?
saying.
What?
I said, let's
Oh.
start with the makeup.
Okay.
Okay. Are you familiar with Amica cream?
What is it?
Amica?
Amica?
Yes.
No.
Okay. And you don't know whether she had applied Amica
This
cream,
animation
correct?
is great.
It is,
Yes.
isn't it?
Are you familiar with Amica cream?
No.
Soul
I didn't
Assassin
even
said
know
this
what
to me.
Amica cream is.
Do you know whether she had applied any Amica cream to
I
her
love
face?
Johnny.
No.
In any of those three and a
When?
half years, do you know whether Amber had any Amica cream on that day?
No.
Oh my god.
Do you know whether she was wearing any Amica cream?
Sir, if you could just answer
I'm
the
sorry.
question.
I'm totally sorry. I'm
Thank
sorry.
you, sir.
I love how they have
That,
her just
no.
ugly.
Very good.
Okay, so hold on.
I'll tell you what, Amber's team they've just made themselves look horrible. I don't see how these lawyers could possibly get another job,
Right.
another case after this case. If anybody's paying attention,
they pretty much destroyed their careers at this point.
I
There's no way-
I would never ever hire any
No,
of those people
no.
on that team.
No, it's just
All right,
like
I got to do this. I'm sorry. So we got three super chats. Mr. Tickle Trunk for Canadian $2. Amica Cream. Mr. Tickle Trunk for another $2 Canadian dollars. Amica Cream.
I never heard of it.
Yeah. Mr. Tickle Trunk for another Canadian $2. Amica Cream.
Amica Cream.
That was well done, sir.
Yes.
Well done.
Thank you.
I love it. Oh, and Mr. Tickle Trunk for another $2. Sorry, I also get a free case every time I say it. I love that, dude. Thank you
No, it's
very
just
much.
Like, it's just like, yeah, they'll never get hired, and it's just like they probably shouldn't be. It's like you think about I know I'm going off topic. Think about the whole security team that when Dave Chappelle was attacked.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the same security team that was guarding. That was the same security team during Travis Scott's Astro World concert.
Yeah, they did a
where
good
there
job.
was tragedy. I was like, y'all should never have a job ever again.
Yeah, no. 11 months for Darius. Thank you. At the hot pie level, he says yarmulke cream.
It's yarmulke cream. Okay,
Yarmulke
That's how you
cream.
spell yarmulke.
Is that how you spell yarmulke?
Yeah.
With a pie in front of it? I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
pie yarmulke is technically how
Pie
it
is
is.
technical. Okay, so let's just finish her lying about not knowing who Johnny Depp was. Real quick, we got to get this over.
Who he was, he's one of the most famous people in the world. So it was already a weird thing to go and get called into his office. And, I'm a no-name actor. I was 22, I think. And
An opportunist, hey?
Yeah.
I thought it was unusual.
An opportunist.
It was
Okay.
weird because he was twice my age and he's this world famous actor, and here we are
And I
getting
had no
along
idea.
about
I had no clue who it was.
obscure books and weird, old blues and
Old blues bits. Name one artist.
Yeah, can you pause for a second?
Yeah.
The blues thing, I swear that before she went to this meeting or whatever it was, the casting couch,
she looked it up.
She looked up all of these things so that she knew like names and blues artists.
I
She's
love
got
Yellow
no
Shoe Jackson.
fucking idea. No idea.
Mark, I ain't
Bleeding Gums
saying
Murphy.
I ain't saying she a gold digger. But
Exactly.
she ain't no broke.
Right.
She ain't.
Broke
She
down,
ain't.
girl. Go ahead.
Broke-
Get
broke
down.
I think Marketing has a stuttering problem.
Yeah, who's broke? I don't
Was
understand.
it Ninja? Is that what came next?
It was a broke, yes.
Broke
I think it was
Ninja?
Ginger. No, Ginger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
What's Gucci, my ninja?
So I work. Okay, so off topic. I work in a field where we have people who lift things with cranes, and we call them.
What do y'all lift?
We call them riggers. They're with an R. Riggers.
Do you even lift, bro?
Whaters?
They're called riggers. Riggers
Uh-huh.
lift things.
Be
But like
careful now.
I screamed it once and I was like, I'm never doing that again because I was trying to get the guy's attention, and I screamed it, and this older lady turned around and it looked like I slapped her, like Amber Heard style. She was just like, "What?" And I was like,
well, I never.
I was like, the guys who lift the. I can't. So I'm like, hey, you dudes in the green hats.
You
like,
dudes.
Guy dudes.
Yeah, but what if you didn't use the hard R though? If you just called him, hey, it's a rig.
Yeah, dude, it's one of those words that just no.
She's like, well,
Yeah.
I never.
I want them to change it.
Oh, for you?
Yeah.
Wow, typical white boy
Yeah.
wanting them to change their their terminology to make you
Lots
feel
of
more
brave
comfortable.
offending.
Well,
Get
they-
out of here.
Well, I don't know. They could be like a rat back or
Go
I
back
don't
to your
know.
gender studies, you
Yeah.
weirdo.
Right. Riggers with attitudes. There you go.
rigor without.
RWA.
They're just there rigging up this thing, and then like
No, they're
somebody,
rigging it up,
hey,
man.
piss off, man! He's still rigging.
It's good, my rigger.
Dude, riggers are gonna
It's
rig.
All right,
not
let's
safe.
move on. Let's move on.
Let's finish it before I get in trouble.
Okay.
You know,
Oh,
Are you
look,
down for your wigger?
it was
No,
really
no, no.
remarkable. I left there just feeling like, wow,
I can see why that word is problematic now. I can see
said
why.
he would tear it
Yeah.
up.
A little bit.
Scott gets the R word pass.
He said, if you ever
I
brought
didn't
one up
slip.
to me, or
I
if
did
ever
not
saw one,
slip.
got
It
my
was.
hands on
I
it,
said the
I'd
right
tear it
word.
up. Only way out
Oh,
of this.
man.
And we're off here.
Only way out of this is death.
Whose death?
And I thought it would like. I didn't care either way, but I did feel that it would eliminate suspicion or
What?
What?
doubt.
Sounds
and it would make
conniving,
things
if you ask
easier.
me.
And I told him over and over again. You know,
What's
are
in
you
my
sure?
cup?
Are you sure?
This is delicious.
Maybe we should do
no
this.
sweet and low.
Cool.
And
God, that pill was good.
One thing he said to me,
Dude, he just popped a
"Kid,
pill.
Are you already thinking
That was a
of
pill
how you're
drink.
getting
That
out of this?
The
Are you
eyebrow
already
raise?
planning to get out of this, kid? Liar. She's a liar. You already planning on leaving?
Wow, she is horrible.
Liar, pants on fire.
Thank you for making it through that part of it with us, a whole 40
Yeah.
minutes or 50 minutes
know,
of that bullshit.
You know, Scott, I listened to this at work. You know, I actually
Yeah.
listen to it, but I
Right.
never actually watch it.
Right.
You know, just watching that, like you can tell everything about her is just lies.
Right.
Like if you talk to somebody and you're looking at someone with a face like that and they're telling you a story, Matt, I know you know this because you're in law enforcement and everything.
Yep.
If someone
And he
is
lies
relaying
a lot.
story, if someone's relaying a story to you like that, you're thinking, yeah, you're full of it. You're full of it. There's gotta be.
I will tune out with a quickness, just like I did right now. I'm not listening to all that shit. You want to write it down? Write it down. That's fine.
Yeah.
Well,
But
you
no.
know, when I was 5 years old, I got arrested by a police officer that didn't
Yeah.
really like. He saw the color of my skin and just thought like I was a really bad person.
Turns out he stole it.
Just
Turns out
tell the
Ryan-
story.
Turns out Rachel Rhino
I
stole
don't
a
really,
cupcake.
I don't really know what happened. I was like walking to school, and then I was only 5 years old. But
Yeah, well, you were probably part of those WOG
I
gangs.
was
That's
riding
why.
my
Okay,
bike.
okay,
I was
okay,
riding my
settle down.
bike, but I was walking. I was walking and I was riding my bike. But no. Sorry, I forgot. I had my skateboard. I didn't have my bike, and I
Settle
wasn't
down there,
walking. I was
Kaepernick.
riding my skateboard. No. I was the wrong day. I was wearing my rollerblades. It wasn't. I wasn't
I
walking.
bet you were out with your son looking for boulders.
Okay, LeBron, tone it down over there.
What?
When I mean
And all the
boulders, I mean
horrific
cocaine.
stuff, right? All the
Did I-
horrific stuff that she's saying, right? This
She should be
demands
dead.
that she be completely hysterical.
Yes.
Like there should
Not
be
e-
no question. The eyes should be red all the time. And then he did
Yeah.
this.
Having
You
to
know, but she-
relive that?
Yeah.
I mean, Mark,
stuff
she
that
had to
she
relive
said.
the worst, like
When that cop
horrible.
stopped me, he stuck his gun in my arms, and it really fucking hurt. It really hurt. I didn't know whether or not to keep going to school. I was looking at the concrete, and I thought, that's a bird shit.
He went he went through the pants. It wasn't like you pulled your pants down first. It's not even that bad. Did I tell you about the dude? I'll say his name. I don't give a shit. This kid Patrick I used to always arrest for marijuana. And one night there were some other people that they were parked in front of the house, the whole big thing. Anyway, and I get out there and like I take him out of the car and he's just covered in shake. And I'm like, Patrick, what is all this on you? He goes, it's oregano. It's oregano. I'm like, what were you making, a pizza in the back seat? Don't give me this shit. And then I put him in handcuffs, and then I could see that he had shit in his mouth. I'm like, Patrick, open your mouth. I put my light up, and he had chunks of weed in his mouth. I'm like, dude, don't tell me you ate your fucking bag. And he's like, no, I was drinking a green Gatorade. They don't make cannabis flavor. What are you talking about?
It's 95% pure oxygen. Everybody's.
It's the ganja, it's the marijuana.
He breathes on you, and all you
Yeah.
like. Did you just suck the dick of a
Dude,
cannabis plant?
He ate that whole bag for nothing because they had like 5 or 6 more bags in the car.
You're not filling the paperwork out for that.
Of course.
All right, listen, we're getting to the 2-hour mark, but I really do want to talk about this because it's in my description. So let's just hit on this. Lord of the Rings fan sites describe fans critical of the Rings of Power as toxic. Question their fandom.
Here we go again.
Is this from the oneclown.net?
The OneRing.net, sir. Yes. Not to be and not to be confused with the OneRing.com. This is .net.
No.
But they continue to attack fans. Yep.
I wonder if the OneRing.net knows what Amica cream is.
I need to know.
No. See, what you guys don't understand is that they will proudly make this article as they block every single person that they're talking trash about. So just remember that. Just remember that.
The standard MO.
It is, right, Mark?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Mark, how many times do we have to go through this, Mark? Now it's fan on fan because these guys don't want to lose access to Amazon, because that's what I believe it is.
It's not fan on fan, dude. It's fan versus the
Australian
conglomerate of a corporation that are these studios, because the people that they're getting in to watch these things and talk about these things aren't necessarily like, they like it. I'm not saying that they don't sit there and like it, but they're not like that hardcore fan. They're just not. And everything that I've seen in all the promotional stuff, the super fans, I mean, come on.
Oh, we're going to touch on that too.
If they are super fans, then we are ultra super duper, ooper duper fans.
Like, well said, Mark.
Exactly.
Like, did you not hear how many times they mentioned Tolkien, the super fans? Remember?
Yeah, no. But Mark, when you think about, an evil, all-being entity that creates rings to control others, don't you want to? I don't know. He's the bad boy that you just want to.
No,
you want to help.
Mark
I could totally fix him.
The white privilege. Mark sits there and he thinks, "How dare they use their white privilege to make super powerful rings to rule us all?"
Yeah,
that's what I'm supposed to think. It's all white supremacy.
It is. There you go, Mark. Insert.
I'm sorry, Mark. I completely interrupted.
That's the beginning and end of my thought process right there. To hear these people
Exactly. It's like they don't realize that there's some black guy who is a token scholar,
He's a genius. That dude knows his shit. But Mark, let's give you a chance.
As I was saying,
this is the word. Our panel sucks when it comes to talking to people. Go ahead. I love this panel.
I don't even know who this OneRing.net is.
Oh, shut it!
Yeah.
Let Mark
shut it.
What?
Culture's not here. We have to do this.
I don't even know now, Mark. I lost.
What was I supposed to say?
You know what, Mark? I just want you to read what Amica cream is.
Oh, Mr. Tickle Trunk, $5. I just looked it up. It's actually Arnica cream. It looks just like Amica on the box because the R and the N are close together.
Oh, you son of a bitch. You son of a bitch.
Arnica cream then?
No, he's making fun of me with rigor and the other word.
He is.
Come on, Mr. Tickle Trunk. You are a genius, sir. Darius for $1.49. I wonder which one that is. Popcorn. And E. Clay for $99. That's ice cream. And he also says for E. Clay for another $2 says, I'm not toxic. I'm ultra toxic. A freaking men, dude. I'm going to read a little bit.
Or a women. You don't want to.
This is just like, when the Starship Enterprise is about to go into battle or whatever, and it's like shields up. It's like, this is officially shields up for these people. This is what they do now. The whole toxic fan is shields up. So now nobody can criticize them.
It's like,
nobody can criticize anything they do now because if you do, you're toxic. We already got you.
You're right. You're right. Yeah. This is the preemptive attack. This is the we're going to call you guys out for being toxic when we know that we're actually the toxic ones, but we're going to jump on this first. We're going to get out in front.
Yeah.
Yep.
Shields up.
Well, it's just like, okay, I was watching a video earlier from Stone Loki's Mornings of Mischief. Shout out to Loki. When he was doing his morning show and, having Arwen on and talking about Lord of the Rings. And I mentioned it. Listen, the past, 5-6 years that we've had to deal with for Star Wars, for our Star Wars fans, this is going to be the last Jedi moment for Lord of the Rings fans, for Tolkien fans. And I will guarantee you this, I have not seen a more resilient and dedicated fan base as I have seen from Tolkien fans and 40K fans.
And United
They will
fan
not
base
put
as
up
well.
with this.
I haven't seen it. The Star Wars fan base is nowhere near as united behind the lore and continuity problems that they're creating as the Lord of the Rings fans are. I completely agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
And same with some of the Star Trek fans as well. There are people out there defending this garbage writing, garbage character development throughout all of these things, and the bait and switches, and the race swaps, and the gender swaps, and whatever else they decide to do. again, that the Lord of the Rings fan base seems to be at least united behind that.
Well, you guys heard the super fans though. These super fans some of them were paid actors. They were given loads of alcohol. I mean, they have no clue.
Free trip.
Right, free trip, free gift bags, free accommodations. How are you not? And One Ring is one of those groups that got free trips. Like when you listen to the YouTubers, like YouTubers, not the super fans, but YouTubers that got sent over there to watch, some footage. And then they spoke to like the producers, the writers, the team behind it. They talk about the team's enthusiasm. They don't talk about content. They don't talk about the story. He really made me feel like he felt like great about this project. But that tells me nothing about the story its freaking self. How is the story?
Yeah. Disbrew did a great video on that and basically pointed out that there is nothing inherently wrong with accepting the gift bag and going on the trip and doing all of that. But let's not pretend that those things don't sway what your thoughts are in regards to it.
Oh, I would sell out immediately for very little.
I can tell you now, if there was even one of those people that came out after receiving all of that and said, nah, this is shit, that one person would probably be listened to more than the others.
Oh, of course.
Why is it shit? What is it about it that's shit? Like, explain it to me, right? Like, it's a difference of opinion from everything else, but it's the bubble or the they just want the yes people, all the same opinions and thoughts around them. So that's the super fans that they get in, and of course they,
hit talking points,
shower them with gifts, give them cameras, jackets, this, that, everything else, and then give them alcohol and food and accommodation and a trip to London and this and that.
I would need a third of that to sell out.
I will say this, and I'm saying this as somebody
I'll do it
who's
for a
not
Coke.
a Tolkien fan or a Tolkien scholar as you guys are. And barely know Tolkien, but a lot of the super fans that we're seeing, especially on display, no offense, I'm not trying to knock their knowledge because they probably are knowledgeable Tolkien, but
you don't have to apologize here.
They do just kind of come off as like they only know Tolkien just because it's cool.
But they don't even know. They don't even know the movies.
Half of them were calling him Token.
Yeah,
in passing. They only heard his name in passing, and they're just. No offense, they just sound like they're pretending that they're Tolkien scholars, that they know all this.
But see, you at least put the L in there.
I feel like it's a sellout thing, right? Like these people know that it's wrong, but their entire business model is based around we've got to love it, we've got to show that we love it. We get stuff. We definitely get access and we get stuff early if we do say that we love it. And I'll say the same thing. I swear it feels like, I don't know whether or not you like him or not, but I swear it feels like the same thing for Star Wars Theory to me.
100%.
Breaks my heart with that.
I'm going to go against what I believe just because this is what they've decided to do. So I've just got to go along with it now. And
it took a lot. Right. But dude, it took a lot for him to ever come out against, which blew my main.
By the way, did y'all see the episode? Did y'all see the episode of South Park when they found out, like, no, it's Tolkien. That's how you pronounce his name. He was named after his dad's favorite author or whatever. It was Tolkien.
Right,
I can't believe you thought. No, it's Tolkien.
No, Tolkien.
Tolkien, you racist.
Yeah,
they were given talking points. They were given. They were giving topics.
It's just like
we'll have our own
fans.
conversation,
I'm with you, Matt. I got you.
It's like super fans, but there's an asterisk behind it.
Tolkien.
Asterisk super fans. You know what I mean?
I'm talking here.
Boys. So that guy Tolkien.
I do love that conversation between Tarkin and Vader.
The Tarkin is the best. But Kate here was writing about
how good could he have been.
So listen, people on my panel. Kate was here talking about how people are blowing up over the Depp her trial, and one net comes back saying sharing this for all of our fellow LOTR enthusiasts and media outlets who might get discouraged by toxic Tolkien takes on YouTube. It's the algorithm's fault, and it does not represent an honest view of our fandom.
That's funny.
So we're pieces of shit.
You are full of shit.
I'm seeing that more often.
I could tell.
YouTubers are the bad guys.
Let Mark speak, people.
No, it's all good.
No, it's not. I'm going to kill them.
Sorry.
No, I'm kidding. Go ahead. I'm kidding.
Yes. Quiet all. Listen to me.
Wait a minute. Oh, I hit the wrong guy.
Oh
There you go.
wow!
Oh, so wow.
And now
What
you're
are you
interrupting
saying,
him.
Scott?
Now you're just interrupting him. For fuck's sake!
What are you saying, Scott? You can't.
I was going for a picture,
Oh
and
my
then Mark
God.
was doing his. I hate all you people.
It's on.
What?
It's on
You know what I'm talking about? The
Is
panel.
that why you keep
What do you
mixing
mean,
them
you
up?
people? What do you mean by you people? That's
Jewish Australians.
Australians.
Australians?
Juicies.
Mark,
It seems
Please.
like it's a trend now, guys. It
Go
seems
ahead,
like it's a
Mark.
trend. The
Sorry.
YouTubers are the bad guys. You know, I was over on Facebook and they were talking about Star Wars, and they were like, somebody said something to the effect of, "If you want to enjoy Star Wars, stay away from YouTubers." You know?
Wow.
So this, yeah, I actually saw that.
Are you
So this-
serious?
Yes, somebody actually says this. So this is where we're going now, because we can actually be critical, as we
Right.
should be as an
Right.
audience, and we can have standards as someone who's actually familiar with the source material. That makes us bad guys. The idea is you're just supposed to consume. You're just supposed to obey,
Don't ask
and you're supposed to
questions.
feel no kind of way about it whatsoever. Just take what they're giving you. Any Lord of the Rings is good Lord of the Rings. Any Star Wars is good Star Wars. And you people are just ingrates because you dare to criticize what we're
Right.
doing. So the YouTubers now, we are the bad guys because we dare to question
there is.
anything.
There,
All right?
Stand up.
I will say there
Don't
is
ask
some
questions,
truth
just
to it. If
consume
you're
product
enjoying
and get
Disney
excited for
Star
the next
Wars,
product.
One at a time.
if you're enjoying it's kind of true to an extent, because in all honesty, if you're enjoying Disney Star Wars and you watch my videos, you're probably going to not like it.
Right.
I mean,
not
if you
watch your
actually-
videos.
It's just reminding you. It's reminding you that what's wrong?
And can I just ask, like, it's the algorithm's fault? Like, well, could the algorithm catch my toxicity? Like, hook a brother up,
No,
man.
you've got to turn into a shill before the algorithm will allow you to actually get any traction.
exactly.
just
That's
like
how Rhino got
Star Wars-
success.
That's just like Star Wars Theory and all of these fucking people that keep their shit going, talking, praising garbage writing, praising garbage story development.
Right.
Maybe I should do some pro like Disney Star Wars or pro like Amazon Lord of the Rings art.
I would sell out so cheap.
Dude,
Oh, in a heartbeat, dude.
you should do a drawing shipping fucking Rey and Kylo, and you'll fucking sell out.
Yo, that's not a bad idea.
That's not a bad idea. I'll do it for April 1st.
There you go. There
Just
you
do it
go.
for the fucking money, man.
Yeah, do it
Right?
for the we at least we admit we'll sell the fuck out.
Hell yeah.
Man,
Man, if
hate-
I'm gonna do that anyways, but I can't draw. But I will do my best to try to draw like man, I'm gonna need a pencil. Do you use pencils?
I'm using a pencil right now, Martigan.
Yeah, Martigan, you're not even
the fuck
looking
am I
at the
supposed to
poor
know?
man because you gotta pay attention.
Look at
Oh, I was looking at Mark's screen. My bad.
Oh, you're messed up. You
It's
guys
like you're just
fucking have
mistaking-
issues.
just mistaking me for Mark.
Anyways, let's call it quits now. Thank you everybody for coming out tonight.
That was a joke on Scott. Because
I know it was a joke because Scott's real.
And by the way, for those who are wondering, this is Anya from the anime Spy X family.
Let me bring it up. Let me
Very
bring it up.
good. Very good.
This is
Where's
Anya,
the Sporky? Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah, so
Is- wait, that's not the same one.
No, where's the other one though? Can we see the other
Oh
one?
yeah.
Where's the bro at?
God, you're so
You're
weird.
such a sexist.
Yeah. He just
I'm the
likes
sexist. Let me, as I put down this drawing with these giant tits.
melons.
You're essentially sexist, wanting to see a bro.
That was so perfect timing. That was such perfect timing, dude. Oh,
That's perfect.
At number 2 match.
it's a number 2 pencil, also, Matt.
It's a mechanical pencil.
It's a number 2 Matzel.
Matzel.
I never heard of that.
All right. Anybody have anything
That
like
was-
Makini? Would you like to plug yourself here, buddy?
Not that way. Thank you everybody.
Hey.
for-
Hey,
Listen, no, I mean this. I mean this wholeheartedly when I say, you know what? I got retweeted by Gina. That was one of my birthday presents last week. So I'm very happy about that.
damn, good for you, brother.
Yeah, I got retweeted by Gina. I was like, yay! Thank you guys so much for being here. It's always thank you, Scott, for letting me back on. It feels like old times, you know.
Good
So
times,
I'm always
man.
honored to happily be back on. Just say the word.
Yes, sir.
You guys can find me on my YouTube channel. I am at 862 subs. We're working to our way to 900. I got plenty of content coming for you this week. Of course, we're on a 3-week hiatus with Makini Lives. The season just ended last week. And before we go, I want to just say thank you to everybody who showed incredible support on last Saturday's birthday stream. Yes, I did choke up at the very end because I was really overwhelmed, and I don't deserve any of y'all. You guys are.
I mean, that's true, but
I am
we're
truly
good.
humbled. I truly am. So,
We love you.
if you guys have not saw that, if you guys not watched that birthday stream, please do, because Mark and the rest of the Dark Council were going to post a clip of me doing a face reveal just for Arwen Avalon as she left during the stream. So
Arwen, she's gonna be on the channel in like 2 weeks.
Yes.
Woo!
The moisture, like I said before, was just palpable. He did the face reveal, and the women were just like, I never saw anything like it. Yeah.
Well, we love you, Mock. Make sure we get his link in the chat.
And I will do a full on face reveal at 1,000. How about that?
I like
You've
that.
done it before. I've seen you in the back. Well, I guess it wasn't on stream.
Durr!
Yeah.
But publicly, like for more than 1 second.
Yes.
Like I will.
He's keeping them wanting more. He understands.
Just give them a little bit. Just a little
Just
bit.
a taste.
Exactly.
Just a taste of the cocaine.
You don't understand.
Coke.
You don't understand the fraction of my power. Okay.
Some say yayo.
Some people call it Charlie.
Exactly.
Yes,
Charlie.
I call it booger sugar.
China.
Yeah.
Booger sugar.
My grandfather called Charlie's. That was a completely different thing.
What the fuck are you talking about?
All right. Love you guys. Love everyone.
Oh, make sure you check out Street Smash. We found a whole like treasure cove.
Treasure trove. Yeah,
A
trove.
trove of
Of
coves.
new content.
Oh, great. Mark, do you have
And-
any
and-
videos?
Oh.
I'll get to you, Rhino.
Oh, and I'm almost done with my Elon Musk video. This is a totally true story. I didn't make it up.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right. Nothing going on, Mark?
Oh, I thought Rhino was going to tell you.
No. Rhino goes last because
No,
I don't want anybody to think I'm racist.
I'm gonna mute.
No. Yeah, no, just come by the channel, man. As usual, I'm just doing my thing, raising hell, doing what I do, trying to make it as fun as possible. And, obviously, appreciating everybody. So come.
Love you,
hang out.
man.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you for always being here, man.
Woo!
I appreciate
I got
it.
your back, brother.
I do, and I appreciate that. Rhino, what do you got? I'm talking to you, man.
I don't really have any videos planned at the moment, but we do, of course, have Obi-Wan Kenobi coming up, and I'll be covering that.
Is that this week?
That. No, it's
next
2 weeks
week.
away.
Okay.
Yep.
2 weeks.
And we've also on that same night, there's Top Gun, and I'm gonna probably go and see that and do a review on that. I can't wait for that. I've been waiting 2 fucking years,
Dude,
guys.
for that
have
movie.
you not seen the trailer? They're not even playing volleyball. They're playing football on the beach.
I know.
No one wearing denim. They got girls playing with them.
I know.
It's
a slap in the face.
Horrible.
It is
Now,
a mess.
Val Kilmer is
I
in
can't
this,
wait.
right? Because they just show the picture.
Yeah, he
of
was
him in
those
the
two
trailer,
fat
but
people.
He's actually in it, right?
I don't know.
I don't know.
He's been
Yeah.
sharing a lot of
Yeah.
shit about it, so I'm guessing he will pop up.
I hope so.
Like maybe he's buoyant in the water somewhere. Like
Whoa. What
Okay,
the
I'm sorry.
fuck?
That was messed up.
But I think I'm more excited for Top Gun than I am for anything else. But I will be covering Obi-Wan Kenobi. So if you're interested in seeing my raging reactions,
Oh,
by all means, come over and see
all
us.
right.
I just
And
want to
this
let
is-
everybody know I have no association with this channel or any of their views.
And this is for Mad.
And it is a reminder, I've been here when it was glory hole days, and I've been here when
You know what? I'm really happy with the draft.
So
I
having
got to
said
say,
that,
coming out of the draft,
I want me
they're
some
really
glory
good.
hole.
I thought.
Are you
they
happy
did.
with the
Yes,
fact that he
good.
got into
Yeah.
a wreck?
Glory hole
Are you
days.
happy with the fact that little wreck he got from what street was it on?
It wasn't his fault.
It was his fault. Hey,
No, it was not.
Make sure you guys blame Culture Casino if you're not in this final edit here. And hopefully we'll see him Wednesday or next Saturday. When we will be talking next Saturday,
will
we'll
be
be
here
talking
tomorrow.
Obi-Wan Kenobi. So make sure you guys watch it because Saturday Night Dumps, we will be talking about it.
2 weeks.
That's what I meant.
2 weeks. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I
Shit.
meant.
Later.
Bye.
Hey, you never
Rhino
told me
always-
what the actress was.
Rhino always has to look good, doesn't he? Mr. I am Obi-Wan.
I'm never going to find this out.
What
You
actress?
gotta beat Culture's record. You gotta get 100. 100 challenges.
The actress, the one that like is going to jail or something for 14 counts of something.
That'll be on some other show.
Son of a bitch.
She was a Dr.